Hey guys, welcome to the stream and welcome to our clan war. We have today our clan war versus cloudM, Psych versus cloudM here. I am your caster Snoopy, and I will also be joined by my co-caster Salavanth after he gets eliminated from this clan war, as he is first up in this clan war in the lineup. Thank you all for tuning in on this Friday evening, or wherever you are. I know we have some international viewers here, but I'm at the East Coast right now, so it's 8 a.m. or 8:06 p.m. right now, so it's evening time, or at least heading into the nighttime. So right now we have our party together here, and we're about to get started. Map are just being chosen right now, and vetoed as well. We had a follow by Sean and also Snow, so thank you for the follows. Every little bit helps. We are up to, let's see, I think like almost 710 followers now, so that's pretty awesome here. We have a really great lineup tonight. It is going to be a, let me go ahead and tell you guys the format. It is going to be a best of 9. So first team to 5 wins is going to win the clan war. It is 3 diamonds and 2 masters. And we're going to have we have a pretty strong lineup on our side. Not sure what the lineup on cloudM side is, but it should be, we should have some great games here coming up. So it looks like we have some good amount of viewers so far. Hopefully more will tune in. Alright, so it looks like we have our first map chosen. It is going to be Abyssal Reef, which is a map that we have seen since the last season. It's been played on pretty much for a good amount of times by now. At least the players should be familiar with it, at least somewhat, unless they vetoed that map in their regular 1v1. But usually it's a map that is being played on constantly in tournaments, in the pro levels, in the ladder, so both players, I assume, should be able to be familiar with it. And as we get this game started, our first game, we also have a show match tomorrow at a it's going to be Psych versus Penguin. It's going to be a rematch from the last time. Penguin won 5-3 in the last show match. And it's going to be, oh, actually, no, it's not going to be tomorrow. It's actually going to be on Sunday, rather. Sunday on December 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 6 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Time and 11 a.m. on the Australian time. And it's going to be for $50 prize pool. So if you want to, go ahead and tune in. It's going to be in our Africa TV channel. It will be casted by our very own Swagger, who's been casting and playing as well in more recently these days. Alright, so it looks like we have Salavanth in our lobby here. Oh, okay, so it looks like QQ Please. It says Ticket Bandit, but his name is also QQ Please. It's gonna be first up next. And you just gotta change the song. Yeah, we usually when I play, I also play some music. It kind of gets you in the mood or something. And looks like Ticket Bandit or QQ Please is gonna be ready, as well as Salvent. And so here we go. Alright, so game has started on the Abyssal Reef. We are gonna have a PVZ here.
Carrier has arrived.
Oh, Shifty Perception. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so here we are. And here at the bottom right, we have from cloudM. He is also the leader, or the lead for cloudM in this clan war. It is gonna be QQ Please. And here at the top left, we have the blue Protoss from Psionic Aftermath. It is Salavanth. Alright, so Salavanth, if you haven't known, he came to our clan just a few months ago. I think it's about like 2 months ago. I think 2 months ago. So he's been a new member of PsyX, but man, he has accomplished and done a lot. So, oh, there's a little bit of a miss micro there, kind of pulling all his drones. He has done a lot in the short time that he's been with us in PsyX. He has participated in many countless clan wars and also tournaments. He participates in tournaments outside of PsyX events. In fact, he actually participated in the Duckling Open this very morning. I think about 12 or 14 hours ago. And he actually won it. He was actually first place in that tournament. So congrats to Salavanth for winning the Duckling Open. And QQ Please here. It looks like he's going to go for the fast 3 hatch. Actually going to 2 hatch into pool and then into the 3rd hatch. And Salavanth, he's going to go ahead and go for a normal opening up with a Nexus and Cybernetic Core. So good wall off here. Nice wall off. No Zergling should be able to go through. But it doesn't even look like QQ Please is looking to go ahead and put some kind of pressure, as he did get his pool but no gas. So there's not going to be any speed anytime soon. In fact, he is going to go do that extract the trick. Get some more drones out. And it looks like this probe is going to go ahead and meet his death soon. But he is going to go ahead and get one last scout before he goes down to this Zergling here. Going to scout that there is no gas here. So no, he shouldn't expect any aggression. He can go ahead and freely macro up himself. Or he could get some tech unit. He could go ahead and tech up, as he should be able to fuse safe. Or he might just get his own fast third. Instead, Salavanth is going to go ahead and shade into a desk. Probably going to get some pressure on, and this should, I expect, get some damage done, as there is no speed. There is a few queens. However, it's kind of spread out, I think. Actually, he only has 1 queen right now, and not a lot of Zerglings. So he has 2 Zerglings and 3 queens so far. So let's see how much damage he gets. I'm just gonna go ahead and shade into the main base, and this is gonna do a lot of that economic damage, as he is halting mineral mining at the main base, and he's also getting some couple of drone kills, and he even gets out alive. So he saves the 2 adepts. He can definitely come in with the 2 adepts later on and get some more damage. Let's see. We have 3 worker kills so far. And at the same time, he is teching into Twilight Council. And he also got his Stargate as well. So more worker harass by the Orko coming up. And let's see. No Sport Crawlers yet so far in the... Oh no, there is one at the Natural. none at the main and the third, as he is getting his Baneling Nest. And so let's see how much worker this Oracle can get. He can definitely get some at the third. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and poke in. Yep, gonna go ahead and focus fire on the drones. 4, 5, 6. So this is doing some good amount of damage here. And Salvan playing like a Terran here, one harass after another. Let's see, what is QQ Please doing? He does go in and try to scout with the Overlord, but it's gonna get blocked, or at least he's gonna go down to the Phoenix. And they're always pretty nice. If you're gonna go Stargate, you know, you could always get a Phoenix or a Void Ray out, kill all the Overlords surrounding your base. And it also could go ahead and have a scout for you. You can fly in the Phoenix into the Zerg base, and if he can fly around, he will actually see that there is a Baneling bus coming. And oh no, these adepts getting killed out in the middle of the map. He's definitely gonna have to go back to his wall. Oh no, get surrounded. Will he have enough? There is 2 Oracles to clean up the Zerglings, and I think he should be able to be safe from this Baneling bus. So unfortunate losing all those adepts there, but at least he can stabilize for now. He definitely needs some sentries to force field the Banelings. With the minerals he has, he's throwing down some extra gateways. Ooh, he's focusing fire on the Banelings with the remaining Oracle energy, and looks like he has a pretty good wall off, but he might want to go back and retreat behind. Oh, more depths coming in. Now the Banelings break through, but he uses all his Banelings and Zerglings to clean up the wall at the front, so definitely not worth it. And I think Salaman should be able to hold with these adepts of his. Alright, so he should be able to stabilize. No more Zerglings, I think no more Banelings on the production, but there are still some lanes coming out. Let's take a look at the... Oh wait, my bad. The workers, he is down 26 to 48. So Salavant is looking to be in a pretty good position if he continues to hold this, as QQ Please looks to be really committed to this push here. Ooh, denying that probe from plotting down the third. But with these Zealots and Adepts, I think Salaman should be able to get his third pretty up soon. Just needs to send the probe out there, which he is. And again, this wall off secure in place, so no Zergling is going to go ahead and flood in through. And if Salaman has some sentries here, man, he could have force field these Zerglings at the ramp and kill all those Zerglings for free. Instead, he's going to go ahead and rely on some Adepts, Zealots, and Oracles here. And it looks like QQ Please is going to go ahead and... Oh, will he get it? No, I think Salaman is going to be able to save that Nexus. And so all those Zerglings pretty much die for nothing. And QQ Please finding himself in a really tough place right now, being down 47 to 41 workers. And he does not have a lot of tech going on, as his Hydralism is just going down at the 8-minute mark. Trying to get his gas. He is down by 101 to 63 supply here, so definitely gonna have to get either some really good Baneling hits, maybe do some Baneling drops, as this map you can abuse the airspace around here. But man, Salaman has some really nice pylon placement here. It's like all spread out here. That's aesthetically that looks nice, but I mean strategically he can't place a lot of buildings around here. But Salavant has that Artosis pylon, so he should be good. Storm being researched by Salavant here, so he is going to tech into some Storm and Zealot, as I think he has his... Let's see, does he have his... Yes, he does have charge. Okay, so he does have charge, he does have his Storm coming, and all he needs is that Immortal production, which he just made 2 Robos. Ooh, we just had a subscribe by Wrench for the win. Thank you for the subscription. All donation and proceeds and subscription does go help to our Psionic Aftermath channel. We could give you some better prize pool and also better production as well. So thank you. Every little bit helps. So thank you for the subscription, Wrench. Alright, so here at this game we have a Salavant. He has 3 Oracles, so he has enough Revelation to scout, or at least continue scouting for QQ Police. He should be able to fly in and see that there is no 4th. He's pretty much really behind in terms of bases. And it looks like Salavant is going to go ahead and maybe get his own 4th before the Zerg himself. Ooh, good denial there by QQ Police, getting some cancel or on the pylons. But it looks like Salavant might actually head for either attack or actually tech into his, or actually get his 4th base here. We'll see in a second. He's just pretty much macroing up his army right now. Let's get back the production tab. And let's see, +1 on, or +2 I think is on the way. Some Revelation going down at the natural of QQ Police, so he should be able to see the composition. He's going for Hydralisk. Ooh, actually some Lurkers here. So I like this response by QQ Police, because Lurkers are one of those units that if you can position them right and engage right in the battle, it could definitely help you get back into the game. But Salavant, I think he has the right composition for this. He has Charge Lot, Immortal, he has some Archons, some Storm. He also has the Revelation, 3 Oracles for Revelation. They have a good amount of energy to revelate the Lurkers. So I think Salavant has a pretty good composition here against what QQ Police is going for right now. And QQ Police, again, still has no 4th base. Salavant himself is already have his 4th base almost halfway done, at least, getting some shield batteries, some photon overcharge to defend against it. So if there is a Ling run by, he can definitely hold his base. And there's a nice wall off right here. I think I need to start doing this, because this is a pretty good wall off. No Zergling is going to flood through and ravage the 3rd base of Salavant here. And it looks like QQ Police is ready for attack. Does Salavant anticipate this? I don't think he scouts this yet. He doesn't he does have his army positioned in the correct place, but I do not think he sees this. Now he sees this, as QQ Police is going to go ahead and try to take down all these gateways and cannons. Look at this. This is buying so much time right now. And Salavant is going to get into position, although he probably needs to get these gateways to be killed, because oh man, he's going into a choke. He might want to storm. Oh my god, all those Archons taking so much of the banging hits, and Salavant just has too much storm cleaning up the rest of the Hydras and Lings, and all those Lurkers going down. And Salavant enjoying an incredible 142 to 90 supply lead, and I think he can just go ahead and go straight into the victory march, as he is heading over to QQ Police's base here. During that attack, QQ Police did get his 4, but man, I do not know if that is going to be holding up anytime soon, as his 3rd is about to get decimated by this Immortal Charge-Lot Archon army. Ooh, one sentry getting a little bit ahead of himself, but Charge-Lot come and save that little poor dude. Okay, Lurkers does go ahead and burrow, but does he have a, yeah, he does have an observer, so he has detection. And oh man, all those storms cleaning up the rest of the units here. So a 4 Immortal does stay alive, and look at that, 12 workers killed. So he is down by 66 to 45, and the Oracles come in for some more additional drone kills. But it looks like most of the drones are dead, so he's going to go ahead and retreat with the 4 Oracles. Those 4 Oracles are going to be so useful in revealing those Lurkers during the engagement. So if his Observer does get sniped down, he can definitely get detection on them and clean them up. And Salavant, feeling really comfortable, and rightfully so, is going to get his 5th base here, continuing to macro up with some High Templar, Archon, Immortal, and Zealot. But it looks like we have a Nidus here by QQ Please, so he is going to go ahead and try to I guess maybe send him some Lurkers to each of the base. Do we have any detection so that he can drop the Nexus anywhere? I mean the Nidus rather. Looks like he doesn't have any vision so far. Ooh, some more drone kills. 5 going down. And QQ Police is just bleeding out economy. He does have his 4th, but man, there's no spore crawlers. More drone kills. 11 up so far. So how many do we have for the total? 40 worker kills throughout the game for Salavanth here. And there's a Knight is going down. I don't think it even matters because look at this. Salavanth going ahead and teching into the late game. Carriers are on the way. And here we go. First carriers out. The second and third about to pop out. And I wouldn't even mind him getting a mothership port. A mothership. I keep forgetting. We are post patch here. There is no mothership core. It is going to be a mothership only. He could get the mothership as well. Man, that takes a long time though. But Chrono Boost can definitely push that mothership core out pretty fast. And we do also have a Warp Prism, so go ahead and get that nice Warp Prism to reinforce his army. And a lot of upgrades going up. Blink, even though he's not even he doesn't even have a lot of stalkers. I don't think he have a one single stalker. Yep, he doesn't even have a one single stalker. He is gonna get Blink just in case maybe his army gets cleaned up by Brew Lords or something. You can definitely warp in some Blink stalkers and snipe that and finish that off. Ooh, we do have a Nidus and into the main base, and let's see how the Salavanth respond. I think he can definitely recall. He has enough energy at the main to recall his army and clean this up. However, this main base is already mined out. I don't know if this is pretty important or not. Does get some gateways and maybe get the the Templar Archive, but I don't think he's gonna get much. And these carriers probably should be able to kill all of the units, the Hydras and the Lurkers. Oh my God, Storm Blanket all around, and all those Hydras are getting killed. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and try to get a Nexus, but before he does, he knows he's got a GG as Salavanth was just way too ahead. And Salavanth, nicely played by Salavanth there, with some great harass with the Adepts in the beginning of the game. Transition to
auxiliary mining units activated.
Oh, we do have a donation. Wow, XP2304 donating a $20. Wow, thank you so much for that donation. It's been a while since I've seen a donation that huge before. So thank you XP, man. Nick, you're the man. Oh yeah, Nick, you donated before too with $20 or $10, I forgot. In another clan war. So thank you for supporting PsyX. You're the man. And it looks like Nick X, who's also XP, if you guys don't know, definitely loving Salavanth's play, as giving some love to him. And Salavanth is going to put up PsyX up 1-0. Alright, so let's see, how is the chat going so far? Oh, we have a bunch of viewers. Wow. Thank you all for tuning in. Oh wait, is that Chip? Okay, Chips. I'm sorry if I get the name wrong, because people in our clan, they go by 2 different names, and I always get them mixed up. So there's so much to remember. But thank you, XP2304. Thank you for that donation. It was it's really awesome. And
Carrier has arrived.
Ooh, we do have a follow by Razor FX. Thank you, Razor FX, for the follow. Man, we having some a lot of love tonight here. Oops, sorry for that. I live next to a highway, so you might hear some car sound in the background. Anyhow, we have PsyX up 1-0 by Salavanth. Great play in the first game, and he is gonna go ahead and wait, let's see what's going on here. Okay, we have the Grass Assassin as our second player for cloudM here. Let's go ahead and take a look at his profile. He is a Masters 1, just as Salavanth is. He is a Zerg player. Let's take a look at his statistics here. Oops. Ladder, where's statistics? Career summary, race report. His Zerg against Protoss is 50%, but not a lot of games played. Only 1-1 in terms of win and losses. But it's going to be Ascension to Ire. And this is another map, like Abyssal Reef. Okay, looks like I'm host. What? What's going on? Okay. Okay, so they're going to give me the host so they don't add any lag or ping to the stream.
Auxiliary mining units activated.
Oh my god, XP2304 donating $30. Oh my god, thank you for the donation, man. XP is giving some love tonight. $50 total for the donation. Oh my god, give some love to XP, guys, in the chat. Woo. He is thank you again. This is just an awesome night, starting with some follows and then some great donations. Man, what a night so far. Alright, let's go ahead and let's change the score up. Alright, so here we go. At the bottom right, we have our blue Protoss from Psi-X. It is Salavanth. And here at the top left, we have from cloudM. He is the green Zerg. It is the Grass Assassin. Alright, so Salavanth gonna go ahead for Pylon Scout, and I would definitely recommend this if you're a Protoss, because you don't ever know if a Zerg is gonna go ahead and 12 pull you. So you want to scout pretty soon, and you can always block the expansion of the Zerg if he gets a little bit late. You can park your probe, patrol your probe around at the natural, block the hatchery, and that could sometimes mess up the Zerg in terms of his build order, in terms of his timing, and also maybe it could also kind of get him to be a little bit nervous or actually triggered, because that can be sometimes pretty annoying, getting your natural block like that. And it looks like Salavanth is going to go ahead and get his own Nexus here, and opening same way as the last game here, in the Abyssal Reef against QQ Police. And will we see the same build from Salavanth? We shall see as soon as his cybernetic core is done. We should be able to see his tech buildings. The Grass Assassin, unlike QQ Please, went for a 2 base, not getting that early dirt base. He's got the gas, got speed rolling. It should be done around I would say 3:30, around there. So Salavanth can definitely prepare for that. It looks like he's gonna actually go into the natural. I would actually suggest maybe waiting a little bit longer, like maybe around 2:30 before going in to check the natural. See if there's a lot of drones there. If there's not a lot of drones, that means he's committing to a lot of aggression here. And it looks like the Grass Assassin is going to commit to a lot of lings, going for that ling speed ling. I'm not sure if that's going to work, because Salavanth already getting his adept, got a good wall off, has the second not the second gateway, the Stargate, so you can definitely boost out a Orko to help defend. And look at that, he scouts that there is not a lot of drones. Gonna go ahead and defense up, get the shield battery. Now costs 100 minerals now, not 75 as the patch this Tuesday went into effect. Definitely needs to wall this off. Good wall off. Might actually lose the cybernetic core here, which is pretty devastating, as his warp gate is almost done. But as long as he's safe, he should be able to feel good. And if you guys don't know, I think Salavanth could have healed the cybernetic core with the shield battery. But looks like he is going to go ahead and get the Oracle out and should be able to clean this up. And this was a pretty good hope for Salavanth. Look at this, 24 to 15. More lings on the way from the Grass Assassin. But man, Salavanth is pretty much walled off. Like, what else can he do? He doesn't even have a Overlord to morph into an Overlord drop. So I don't know what else can the Grass Assassin do. He is moving his Overlord, but man, that is one slow Overlord. And does he even have a Evolution Chamber to access that? He doesn't even have that. So he's not even Overlord dropping. Bunch of Lings doing nothing. And being behind in drones, not having a third hatchery yet. So his third hatch is really late. Salamantha here is getting his third Oracle already here. Researching Warp Gate as his Cybernetic Core was taken down earlier. And Salamant just needs to macro up here. Continue. I think he's going to get a Twilight Council pretty soon. He can definitely go ahead and get the Twilight Council, research Glaives, and go for an Adept Oracle timing here. Or he might just, Salamant might go all swagger here and get just mass Stargate and go carriers or something. I don't know. But it looks like Salamant either way is going to be enjoying a pretty good lead here. And the Grass Assassin just now getting his third. This is a really late third here. And just as I said, Twilight Council on the way for Salamant. And we'll see if he gets Charge Lot. He can definitely go back into the Charge Lot, Immortal, Archon, High Templar composition here. And or he could just get Glaives. He does have a good amount of Adepts here. Ooh, Wall Up still there. And if you guys don't know, if your buildings get a little bit low, you can definitely target the shield battery on the buildings, so you can save your buildings from going down from these Zerglings. But Salamant has a pretty good amount of Adepts here already, so. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a Adept timing, 3 more gateways, so it's definitely going to be a Oracle Adept timing, and I like this, because what does the Grass Assassin have? He only has Links. There is no other tech building. There's no roaches. His lair just about to be done. Oh wait, does he have a roach? Yes, he just have a roach warren, just about done, but he's not going to have enough roaches, and if he does, he's got to split them correctly, because this map, you can definitely look at this third base, the distance to the second base, pretty long. So it's going to be hard, especially if no creep here, for the roaches to maneuver around. And so Salamant, if he micros well, he can just dance around with his Adepts from the second to the third, even into the main as well. And this all should time out pretty nicely. Look at this. Adept is 75% done. Needs to warp those into warp base, so she does right now. And then warping a bunch of Adepts and just head on into over the Zerg base there. He does want to also maybe wall off, because this is a pretty big wall here. Zerglings can slip through, and it looks like the Grass Assassin is looking to deny and also maybe even go in. So definitely wants to block this. But it looks like Salamant is going to go ahead against Dirt, distract him. So it looks like the Grass Assassin is going to retreat with his Zerglings. He does not even scout this. He does not know that this is coming. And this is going to hit really hard and come as a surprise. What does the Grass Assassin? He does have 7 roaches here. Not making any more on the production tab. And 7 roaches. I don't know if this is enough for... How many Adepts is this? 19 Adepts and 3 Oracles here. And the Zerglings are on the way back, but man, is all the way across the map, and Salamant's getting some damage done on these roaches, and he could definitely get more drones here. Oh, 7 going down, and I would shade right now. Go ahead and shade. Oracles does have a lot of energy left, so they can definitely get some work done. Might want to join into the fight. Oh, but he's gonna go ahead and target the reinforcement. And shade going down. Will he let the shade finish? He does. 22 drones going down already. My god. And he is down already, workers and economy wise. He's trying to get a 4th base, so if he can hold this, then maybe he can get back into the game. Does the Adept? Okay, the Adept shades out. But man, 22 workers. Let's see how many total. Yep, 22 workers. And that was a pretty successful attack by Salamant. He is still enjoying a worker lead. He still have his third base up. And look at this. Third base did not have a single cannon or a single unit to defend. But it didn't matter because he was attacking across the map. So QQ Please is not going to be able to take down that third base. And Salamant, he, I think, might be transitioning. Yep. into High Templars. And also even getting a blink here. Oh, some roaches going into the natural. And I think he's going to have to come back with his oracles. Or maybe he actually has enough. He has a good amount of warpins. I don't know if Adepts was the correct choice, but I think he has so much Adepts that it doesn't even matter. He can even shade on top of the Ravagers and clean up the rest. 4 roaches managed to escape into that attack, and man, the Grass Assassin getting further and further behind. But unlike the last game, compared to QQ Police, the Grass Assassin does have his 4th base at least. But man, it's not even mined yet. Salavant, his dirt is already mined out in the mineral line. Just needs to mine out the gas, or at least saturate it. And Salavant's gonna go ahead and revelate the main. Sees that there is a infestation pit, but no hive yet. So that kind of gives him the indication that there is no Brewlord tech on the way, or maybe Ultralisk on the way anytime soon. But either way, Salavant transitioning into the same composition as he did last game: the Charlotte, Immortal, Archon, and High Templars. And what does the Grass Assassin? He only has roaches so far, so if he does not tech into anything else, Salavant's army is going to demolish his army. Let's see the upgrades. 1-1 for both players so far, and it looks like +2 is on the way for the Grass Assassin. Let's see, upgrades, upgrades. Okay, yeah. So actually, that's +1. So +1 on the way, gonna be done soon for the Grass Assassin. Alright, Salavant is gonna go ahead and revelate the main army of the Grass Assassin. Should see that there's not much army there. He just needs to get some good amount of immortals. He has 2 already, 2 more on the way, and I think he can hit like pretty soon, like right now, as soon as that 2 immortals pops out. It looks like he is looking to, but at the same time, he is getting his 4th base. So if he can get his 4th base up and attack at the same time, I think he can take out the army of the Grass Assassin, and maybe even the base as well. The Grass Assassin might want to look to get a 5th pretty soon. And what I don't like about the Grass Assassin position right now, even though he has his 4th base and all that, look at his vision. No overlords on the sides, on the upper side as well. And his creep spread, although it is connecting his bases, is not going towards his opponent. And it looks like he's going to go ahead into the... Oh man, all those storms. He could have force field that. He had enough force field, and it could have trapped all those roaches. And he could force field all those roaches and then storm on top of it. But missed opportunity there. The Grass Assassin does escape. Morphing in 4 more Ravagers here, and also getting a Spire and Burrow as well. That Burrow could actually become a nuisance to Salavant, especially if he gets Roach maneuver speed. I mean, not Roach maneuver speed. Roach maneuver while burrowed. And looks like the Grass Assassin is just gonna stick to just roaches. Also getting some infestors maybe, because he's researching pathogen glands, which is just done right now, but no infestors yet. And it looks like the engagement goes into the middle of the map. Storm on top of these roaches, forces them back, and Salavant is going to go ahead and try to chase this down. Oh no, he is going to let him back up a little bit. Does not want to get his front units taken out, and it looks like he is going to go ahead and try to get a split on the roaches and Ravagers, but will it be enough? Corrosive Bio hitting the Tunning Claws. Sorry. Okay, Tunning Claws is the correct term. Sorry. Anyways, Salavant is gonna go ahead into the natural of the Zerg, and I think this is pretty much it, as there's so much Immortals. There is a total of 7 Immortals hitting down on these roaches, and Storm on top of that. Roaches rallying one by one, and oh man, this is pretty much an annihilation. And Salavant is at least going to take down the natural here. And the Grass Assassin is forced to GG, and Salavant taking game 2, putting up X up 2 games and 3 away from the Clan War win. Oops. Sorry. Wrong transition. Tunneling Claws. I'm sorry, I mind blanked on that. But yes, thank you November for reminding us the correct name of that upgrade. And let's see who cloudM puts up next for their player. They are down to their last diamond player. And Kaiboy is correct. He says Sal is with the wrecking ball. He yeah, Salva is wrecking these Zergs here. Alright. So it looks like who's up next? Do they have the next player? Oh no, Sushi just came back into Ophthalmologist. Okay, Ophthalmologist is gonna be looking like our next player for cloudM here. We'll see what map he chooses in just a second. But thank you all for tuning in, guys. We have some great amount of viewership so far. And also we have some great follows and big donation by XP earlier on here tonight. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my drink here.
Auxiliary mining units activated.
Oh my god. XP again, matching his total $50 early on with another $50. My god. XP is the MVP. I'm just calling it. XP is the MVP of our clan war tonight. God damn it. Total of $100 in one night. That is so awesome, man. Thank you for the love and support. Wow. $100. I think this is might be the most donation we had in the night. At least as far as I could remember, man. I mean, okay, let me go ahead and try to. If I remember correctly, I mean, we have not had such a big donation in a single night. Oh my god, $100 so far from XP. Thank you so much. Ooh, he is definitely loving Salavant's play, I think, because that's some big donation. And we're here at the third game, Odyssey LE. Let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. Alright. So here at the top left, we do have our blue Protoss who just got his second win for X. Maybe a third. We have Salavant. And here at the bottom right, from cloudM, we have the teal Protoss looking to put cloudM on the scoreboard. We have Ophthalmologist. Now I remember Ophthalmologist. He has played in the previous clan war. Although that previous clan war, I think was like 3 weeks ago, and so I don't remember exactly his playstyle. If you don't know, we had the Friday before the Thanksgiving, we had a clan war between cloudM, but it was postponed because they didn't. Well, first they didn't. The lead had some, I guess, life stuff to deal with, and so he was kind of missing in action, so we had to postpone it. And it was postponed to today. So, but anyhow, it looks like Ophthalmologist is gonna go ahead and scout into Salavant's base. Has the earlier scout. Salavant is looking to proxy. Yep, he is gonna look to proxy. But again, as you saw earlier, the probe of Ophthalmologist did pass by the probe of Salavant. So if Ophthalmologist was paying attention, he should notice that there is no probe scouting into his main, and so he should expect a proxy. If you see a probe moving out and it doesn't scout into your base, I mean, you can pretty much tell that he's doing a proxy. And will it be Stargate or Robo? It looks like it's going to be Robo, so it is going to be maybe a fast Immortal and Stalker push. And we'll see if Ophthalmologist is prepared for this. He definitely should have his spidey senses tingling as a... Oh wait, did we have the overlay right? Yeah, I think we have the overlay right, yep. Okay, so his spidey sense should be tingling as his probe has not yet scouted into the base. And it looks like Ophthalmologist going for a proxy himself, going for a Stargate instead of a Robo. And it's going to be in the middle of the map at the gold. So it's going to take a little bit longer to reach Salavan's base. Now, the Oracle has been nerfed this Tuesday in the patch. It does not do as much damage against light. And also, it takes a longer to be researched, or actually to be made. And so, it's not as strong, but it's still strong. I mean, Salavan definitely wants to throw down maybe a shield battery, as this build of his is a risk. Oh, some adepts coming in for Ophthalmologist. Salavan does not respond in time. Gonna lose some probes here. Might wants to run away, but it looks like he's gonna go ahead and try to get this around. The Stalker is being so lazy right here. Does not want to work. And it looks like he's finally gonna be able to clean up against the surround. Salavan's gonna have to do a lot of damage with this attack of his, because 8 probes are already down. Okay, November saying 35 to 43 seconds. Yep, and 25 versus light to 22 versus light. Thank you for the information on the changes, and that is correct. So Oracle's not as strong. It looks like Ophthalmologist for some reason. Oh, I see what you did there. Wow, this is a pretty smart play there. Anyways, Ophthalmologist got his first Oracle on the way. Good to get some more probes, because no shield battery, no Stalkers to defend. And I think this is pretty much Salavan's all in here. I mean, those probes are definitely going to go down. Oh, if he could get this pylon down, he can't warp in any more units. And oh my god, Salavan. Salavan taking so much probe damage and managed to get this win with the strong Immortal and Stalker push. Wow. Wow. I don't know if that was a premature GG of Ophthalmologist, because he definitely had the goat base. He could definitely warp in some Void Rays or something. But Salavanth, man, he pulled that one out. Let's look at the graph. Salavanth army value definitely was high as he was going for that push. But man, look at this. Resource collection rate was so low because of all the worker kills by the adepts, and also the Oracle was going to go ahead and get some more worker kills. Ooh, but man, Salavan going to go ahead and take down the last diamond player. So that means, oh, actually, Ophthalmologist I think was Masters, maybe. Nope, he's Diamond 1. And Salavan definitely is the wrecking ball right now, because he has put up Psi-X up 3-0. So well done by Salavan. We have our first Masters player coming up next for cloudM. So we'll see who they put up next. I think Buzzbin seems to be their next player. Let's take a look at his profile here before we get this game started. Ooh, a Masters 2 player. So definitely 2 tiers above Salavan. And does have a 5,000 MMR. So Salavan is gonna have to has his work cut out for him. But it is against Zerg, and Salavan, as we saw in the first 2 games, did pretty well against Zerg. So we'll see how the game goes. And thank you again all for tuning in, and also for all the follows, and also the donation by XP. Man, I still can't get over it. $100 so far donated by the XP. What a boss. Gonna go ahead and take a sip on my drink here. 1 second. So Sun Lily is actually in the chat, and I just want to give her a shout out because she made this awesome overlay. I think it looks super awesome. So thank you, Sun Lily, for putting in the hard work and making this awesome overlay. All right, so Salvant is gonna go ahead and use the bathroom. And so we're gonna have to wait for him to get finished taking care of his bathroom business. And in the meantime, please follow us if you haven't yet on our social media. All links are below there at the overlay. We have the YouTube page, we have the Twitter, we have the Facebook. We also have our Twitch. If you still haven't followed us on our Twitch, please feel free to do so. We also have our Freaka page as channel as well. We host a bunch of clan wars. We usually have like maybe 2 to 3 events per week. So always something going on. And you know, with WCS over, you know, there's not a lot of events going on. So might as well get your StarCraft drink here at our PsyX channel. We have clan wars, we have in-house tournaments, we have show matches, we have a bunch of events. So and also you can learn your you know, since the patch build orders, you know, changes, and so you can learn some new build orders from the games that are played by our players. I remember last season I needed a PvP build, and I saw this PvP. I was casting a PvP, and this Protoss from the other team did 3. Went against 3. Had 3 PvPs and did the same build. Worked 2 out of the 3 times, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice build." And I adopted the build. I copied the build. I practiced the build, and it got me a good amount of wins. So you could definitely try to, if you watch these games, maybe learn the build as you watch, and you can apply it to your own ladder games or 1v1 games. So anyhow, we're just waiting for Salavanth and Buzzbin. Oh wait, is Buzzbin playing? It seems like no. It's gonna be NJW Boom. So it looks like Buzzbin is gonna be their last Masters player, and the first Masters player is gonna be this guy who is a Masters 3, which makes sense. So jumping from a Diamond to Masters 2 was a pretty big jump, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for their Masters 3 first. And mind you guys, Salvanth is the #1 player on our lineup. We have 4 more to go. So if Salvanth goes down, we definitely have a good amount of players that has an opportunity to take down NJW Boom and Buzzbin. But it looks like, we'll see if Salvan can take down NJW because he is on fire right now. He has 3 straight wins, and he can definitely get a 4th, and who knows, he could get really, really hot and get an all kill. That would be amazing. Alright, it says NJW's best matchup is PvP. That's according to November. He plays Stalker and Disruptor. Now he has all the scoops. Alright, so Sunlily has some knowledge on... not Sunlily, November has some knowledge on NJW Boom's playstyle here. And we'll see what he does. It's going to be a PvP. I think this is our first PvP of the night. We had the first 2 were against Zerg. The 3rd one was against Protoss. Not Protoss. Oh wait, we had the Protoss versus Protoss just last game. My mistake. So this is our 2nd PvP of the night. Hopefully, wait. I'm wondering if Buzzbin was a Terran because we haven't yet had a PvT. So let me go ahead and check in Buzzbin's. Okay, so Buzzbin was a Zerg. So we're not going to have a Terran player on cloudM side, so sorry for all you Terran players. But we do have a Terran player on our side. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to give our lineup away yet. But we do have a Terran player on our side. So if you Terran players want to see a Terran play, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Alright, we're back on Ascension to Ire again. It looks like a popular map. I personally like Ascension to Ire as well. It's a pretty good map. A lot of bases can go into the macro game, to the late game. And oops. Okay, ready? Both players ready? Alright, both players are ready. Ascension to Ire, as I was saying, is a pretty popular map. I personally like it. I think a lot of interesting plays goes around there. There can be some proxies, but then there could also be some standard play. And we'll see what these two Protoss players go for. Salvanth went for the proxy robo, worked out in the last game. Will he do it again, or will he change it up? NJW Boom, haven't seen his him play yet, but as November was saying earlier in the chat, in the Twitch chat, loves to go Stalker Disruptor. Anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Let's go ahead and update the score. Alright, here at the bottom right, we have our blue Protoss from Psi-X. It is Salvanth. And here, in our top left, looking to get the scoreboard on for cloudM, trying to get their first win, trying to stop the hot streak of Salvanth. We do have NJW Boom. Alright, so it seems like both probes are going out for Salvanth, and NJW Boom already scouts the cannon rush, already preparing for it. That was a super fast scout by NJW Boom, which is uncommon in PvP. Usually is like a later scout. But will Salvanth be able to execute this? He definitely got scattered out, so he's gonna have to come up with some clever ways of canning. And he gets his first cannon up. It does not get focus fire on yet. Oh, one probe of Salvanth going down. He does have the second one. Oh, but the pylon is about to go down, and no Zealot on the way yet for NJW Boom. Salvanth is trying to cannon rush, and NJW Boom is trying to defend with probe, and so far it is working pretty well. And I think that early scout paid off really well, because this cannon rush is now pretty much dead. He didn't even have to spend a 100 mineral on a single Zealot. But Salvanth has his probe still there. Oh, it goes down. Trying to get one last cannon. And it looks like he does not get it down. So Salvanth is going to go ahead and get eliminated by NJW Boom. But that was some really great early scouting by NJW Boom. Again, not as common. So Salvanth goes down, but gotta give it up to Salvanth. Got 3 wins on the board for Psi-X here, so job well done. So NJW Boom finally get cloudM on the scoreboard, so the score is gonna be 3-1, still in Psi-X favor, and we'll see who oh, actually, so Salvanth is going to be joining us on our casting since he got eliminated. And our next player, diamond player, is going to be Sean. Sean. I'm just going to say Sean. I don't know. SOHN. Sean. I'm just going to call him Sean. right, so he does join in. We're just gonna go ahead and wait for. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. You know, that's the first time that's ever failed me in a tournament game.
I know. I in my mind I knew you were gonna go for that build, and I think it could have worked, but he for some reason had a really early scout, which is uncommon in PvP. So I think
He says he always does it for that exact reason. Well,
Yeah.
it worked, didn't it?
Yeah. But man, props to you. You got 3 wins for Psi X, so well done.
I can't complain for that. Swept the diamonds, so
Yeah, you did your job definitely. And gonna go ahead and have you casting with me in these next upcoming games.
can't wait. I was thinking to myself, man, I kind of hope I don't all kill because I really want to cast with Snoopy.
Oh yeah, by the way, since you weren't in the cast earlier, we had a total XP 2304, which is Nick or Chips, I forgot. I call him Nick, but
He's both, I'm pretty sure.
okay.
But I believe he mostly goes by Nick.
Yeah, he donated a total of $100 to the
Oh
Twitch.
wow, thanks,
Yeah.
Nick. We'll have to figure out what we can do with that kind of money. We'll have
Yeah.
to get some events going.
It was awesome, and we got a bunch of followers as well. So
Great.
Yeah, the night's starting off pretty good.
Yeah, couldn't be much better.
All right, so it's gonna be NJW Boom and Sean. So it's gonna be a PVT. So our first PVT of the night, and it's gonna be on
Yes.
Catalyst.
Catalyst, it's a pretty standard map. It's probably the most standard of the new maps, I'd say. It's kind of on the big side, but overall it's just you got the 3 bases, kinda easy, but they can still be attacked. No in-base shenanigans. You mostly expand horizontally and then vertically. It's a pretty normal map. You got the maps and such. You got the ramps and such. So it'll be interesting to see how NJW Boom does
Yeah.
against Sean and how Sean does. Because NJW Boom is a Masters 3 and his MMR isn't that great, so we're probably going to see a good match, even though Boom is Masters and Sean is not. They're
Yeah.
actually within a couple hundred MMR of each other.
Yeah, it looks like they're at least closely matched up. It looks like we are ready. I think you're host, right?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
No, I'm certainly not. Sushi is the host.
No, in the lobby.
Oh no, Sushi is the leader. I've been made host. Okay,
Okay, yeah.
my bad. So start the game.
Yeah. All right,
So-
so
No.
countdown has begun. We're about to head into our 5th game here.
Yep, it's currently 3-1 in favor of Psyx.
Yep.
This is a best of 9, so we still have 2 masters for cloudM and 2 diamonds plus 2 masters for Psyx to go. But that's all in the future. Let's focus on this game. Here we go. In the top left, spawning as the green Protoss, representing cloudM with 1 very quick win under his belt. It is NJW Boom, or Boom for short. And in the bottom right, representing Psionic Aftermath, it is the Blue Terran. It is Sean. I hope we've gotten your name right, but I don't think pronouncing it the way it's spelt is going to work very well. So Sean it will be.
All right, we'll call him Sean for now.
Well, you're the one who first said it, and I like that.
Yeah. All right, so we have our fast. I think this is like a regular thing for NJW. When you just go for a really fast scouting probe, definitely doesn't want to get cheesed. But it looks like
I mean, I used to do that for a while. I used to go for a pylon scout. Nowadays, I only do that in PvC. I go gateway scout in PvP and PvT, but I still scout pretty early. Oh, he's going to get that
Ooh.
SCV, and he does. Very nice. I guess that early probe paying for itself. Maybe
Yeah.
NJW Boom's onto something. Boom's saying he's getting all jittery. I feel the same way. I was so nervous before my first game today. Like, I always get nervous before a competitive match. Doesn't matter how many of them I do. Always get nervous. Actually, started to get into the groove after the first couple of wins, after Grass Assassin, because I know he always likes to all-in, and I'm still working on my all-in defense in PvZ.
Yeah, I think this is pretty common as
gonna
well.
go down too. Oh, wow.
Oh,
No, that's not quite.
no,
Not
almost
quite.
got it. Yeah, down to 15 life there.
Yeah, but that barracks will finish a bit late, while the Nexus does go down for Boom. So we are going to see a more standard game, it looks like, at least from Boom's perspective. We do not know what Son's going to do, but given Sean's saving up money and hasn't taken a second gas, I'd say a command center is about to be thrown down. Boom trying to deny that, but wouldn't have denied it for long anyway, because Sean is Terran, though you'd be surprised at how often that does work. At least for a little bit. Cybercore coming down from Boom. We'll see which tech route he wants to go to. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think the new PVT sort of style is going to be? Snoopy?
Man, I don't know exactly because I don't play. I haven't played a lot, but I think Robo has been a pretty standard play into like Colossus. I think you were saying earlier like there was this 3-4 Colossus build or something. That's pretty strong as well.
Oh, that was a PVZ timing.
Oh, PVT. Okay. All right.
The new thing in PVT is Zest coined it. It's basically Robo and Blink, but you get a fast couple of double forges, and you really chrono boost out those upgrades, and you can hit a 2-2 or 3-3 timing. It just has a lot of gateway units and immortals for a while, and then it transitions into Storm. It's actually surprisingly strong. I've tried it, even though I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've still been winning some games.
Yeah, Stalker got stronger, so they can definitely. So I guess they're more common in the PVT as they were already are in the previous pre-patch. But anyhow, we have a Reaper going in for Sean, and looks like he's gonna get not much done, but does get a good amount of scouting. Does he get? He has a total of 0 kills. So.
Snoopy, we see 2 Cyclones on the way for Sean.
Ooh, 2 Cyclones. So he can definitely go ahead and put some pressure with these 2 Cyclones. Maybe even pull some SCVs to repair it.
He's making a starport as well, so I'm not sure exactly what this is, but yes, it definitely looks like he's going to put on some pressure. 2 Cyclones are not the kind of thing you make defensively or as part of a long-term game plan, but that Reaper is actually going to go down. Good Stalker pressure from Boom going across the map, and there's actually nothing to defend here except what those Cyclones are just now coming out, so good move by Sean, but now he has to reveal his Cyclones to keep his SCVs alive. And we do have an Immortal on the way for Boom. Whether it was reactionary or not, I don't know. Probably was a reaction, because otherwise you'd want to get those Observers pumping. But he will get that Immortal, and that'll make him safe against any sort of Cyclone shenanigans. Immortal's very, very good against Cyclones.
Yeah, for sure. So I think NJW Boom is definitely going to be able to be safe. It doesn't even you probably don't even need to plot down a shield battery to help in the fight.
Agreed, though he may as well anyway. There are only 100 minerals, and they do help out every now and then. He's making a second Immortal, so yeah, he's taking this threat seriously. The Cyclones are moving out. Will they get a Stalker? Doesn't look like it. Good reaction by Boom. And we do have Stim on the way, so this is not a long-term commitment to mech. This is just some early pressure. He does scan. He sees the Robo. Will he see the Immortal popping? It looks like he will not. And Twilight Council and a 3rd gate coming up for Boom. So, question is, will Sean move out? I don't think he will. He's only got... Oh no, he's going for a Cyclone drop. Interesting. Meanwhile, 2 shield batteries going up in the natural and main mineral lines of Boom. So, excellent timing.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be able to finish before this drop comes. 2 Cyclone loaded into the medrack and making its way across the map here.
Oh, but Boom's actually moving out, which would normally be a good idea with this army, but this drop is actually going to hit faster. But then what does Sean have to defend at home? There's really not much. This army is very scary. He does have a Liberator, which could help, but he might have to lift off this main CC. But let's see if he comes back. This Cyclones do a lot of damage, but they do them over time, which makes those shield batteries very strong. But the Cyclones do so much damage, they can just destroy the shield battery, which they do, and they're going to start taking out these probes. Good probe drill from Boom, but he will still lose 6 probes, and he brings all of his units back home. That great drop by Sean, evening up the worker count, and he's actually going after this pylon, which is powering all of his tech. Will he get it? That's the question. He will. Nice. He does have to leave one of the Cyclones behind. Oh no, he doesn't. He was going to try and move out, but he's not going to get it out with those Stalkers. 2 more shots will get it. 1 more shot, but there is nothing else. It looks like he's actually going to escape with this. Very nicely done.
Oh my god, there's still a Stalker. Will he get? No, okay, I think he gets away.
And Sean takes, however briefly, the supply lead, but Boom is quite heavily supply blocked, and he's not building more pylons, so that's really good for Sean right now.
Yeah, and by the way, NJW had enough energy on his main nexus. He could have recalled his army out in the middle. Would have been able to defend pretty easily, but he did not do so. But that's a tip for you Protoss players out there.
Yep, he hasn't played in about 2 weeks, so I think he might have just forgotten Recall existed. I lost a game when I first started playing on the new patch because I forgot Recall existed. I got my army in a bad spot after denying a third from the Terran, and I realized after the game, if I'd recalled out, I would have just totally won that game.
Yeah. And I think that drop is still out on the map, right? Yeah, it's out in the top right. He could definitely go in, but it looks like he's going to go ahead and try to defend against this attack.
He's putting on some pressure, but I don't think this is going to get that much done. Sean's reacting well. He's pulling SCVs. He's got 2 siege tanks. He's got a Liberator. This isn't going to be broken, but it will deny the third for a while Boom gets his own third up. However, he is pretty low on probes. He's not continuing to... Oh! Liberator gets a couple of shots off, but good defense by Boom. He's got everything in position there. +1 weapons will be on the way a little faster for Boom compared to Sean, especially with that new Chrono boost, while Combat Shields is nearly done for Sean. So, both looking to get into a slightly later game. Sean actually has a third command center, but wants to fend off this attack before he does anything with that. Does scan the army, sees it's not actually that much, so I imagine he will push out with that third siege tank and push this away and get his third base up and running.
Yeah, I think Sean, he has stim, so he can definitely, I guess, take this army out if he could stim in and snipe the army there. But it looks like he's going to play passive, maybe looking for a drop there. He has a medevac loaded with Marines there.
Yeah, he might be playing a bit too passively at this point. He should probably just try and fend off this army so we can get his third up and then proceed to drop after that. Half the army for Boom is actually at home. This army at the front is not all that scary compared to the army that Sean has. But now he's taking away those Marines and they're not there to protect anymore, and suddenly they can't really go out and attack. He's never going to break those siege tanks, but siege tanks alone cannot attack a position. But we'll see what this drop isn't going to get anything done because there's already stalkers in the way, and I think they might have Blink too. They do. And the first Colossus is out, so this could actually be quite nasty for Sean. He might lose these medivacs if Boom is quick on the draw. Oh no, that's very bad. And the Blink does go in and it does get one of these medivacs. Sean is trying to take his third as Boom goes home.
Oh, does clean up the second medevac as well.
Ouch. And now Boom is getting a pretty strong army together. He's got double forges going, though double engineering bays are going for Sean. It is going to be a slight upgrade edge for Boom in just a moment once +1 armor completes, but Vikings are on the way for Sean, so he is prepared. He's not just getting blindsided by these Colossi, he saw them with this drop. 62 works to 55, so that's pretty even considering mules.
Yeah.
So overall, there's been a lot of back and forth going on so far, but neither side has really taken any sort of decisive advantage just yet. Though Storm is already on the way for Boom, so I would give him a slight edge in this game. It'll be interesting to see how Sean's heavy siege tank army fends against this. It's worth remembering the Colossi is now actually weaker against non-light units, so they're going to do like no damage to those siege tanks.
Yeah, but I think though, because Sean also has a lot of Marines, I think if he could focus fire the Colossus on those Marines, then it would pretty much leave the tanks vulnerable to the rest of the army of the Protoss.
Oh yeah, definitely. He needs those Vikings. He needs to get that Viking count up. I believe that Boom is going to probably stop at... He's actually stopping at... Looks like 2 Colossi. He might not... Will he get a third? That is the question. He's getting an observer, so probably not. And Sean does see this second Colossus coming out, and he's getting... What's that? Mobius reactor, I think, for Ghosts? The point is he's getting the upgrade that makes Ghosts better, which means he's going to make Ghosts as well, which means he's preparing for the late game. A lot of Terrans, especially at this level, don't seem to really get Ghosts. Glad to see that Sean's not falling for that trap. He is fully prepared to take on the late game Protoss army. And here it is, on its way, seen by the sensor towers.
Oh, and the scan too.
He scans the army, scans the fourth, he knows exactly what he's up against. The question is, will he be able to stop it? These ramps are both very choky. They are not places you want to go up into against a siege tank army, and with these sensor towers, Sean sees everything.
Yeah, siege
he should see where it's going. He should be repositioning his siege tanks right now. Siege tanks are very good in defensive position, that's right. He will get this sensor tower.
Yep.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying siege tanks are really good on this map, just because of the layout.
Yeah, they certainly look at... There's a lot of ramps, a lot of chokes, and it looks like Boom might be going in for an attack. The Storm is ready, the Colossi are ready. Let's see what happens. We need to see those Liberators sieged up, or will Boom just back away? It looks like he will. Observer sees everything from Sean's army, and these two are just posturing, getting ready to face off. Disruptors on the way for Boom, as well as a War Prism. He's going for that trifecta of Protoss AoE, which is so difficult to break if you can control it correctly, but after that 2-week break, can Boom control it correctly? Disruptors get a bad rap, but they actually require a lot of skill to control. They just require even more skill to defend against. It's a high skill unit on both sides. We do have a couple of ghosts out for Sean. 3 ghosts out for Sean, so he is going to be relying on those EMPs. Those High Templars for Boom are all clumped up. I know that's a bad idea, and yet I do it all the time as a Protoss, because it is quite difficult to stop those High Templar from clumping up. They're like cows. They like to clump up. You have to forcibly separate them. They huddle together for warmth.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, well, they are a lot like cows. They're dumb, they huddle together. They don't really do much unless you piss them off, and then they will destroy you.
Yeah, we do have on the right side, as this Mexican standoff is going down at the bottom right, bottom left. We have a Warp Prism from NJW Boom, so if he can warp in some units, drop into the main, because the main does not have... Oh, actually he's going to get some turrets up there, so he should be fine. Looks like that drop will be denied.
Good turrets by Sean. We do still need a 4th base. Oh, excellent EMP, but there are still a lot of the Templars still alive. He gets a lot of the army, but the Storms are still there. Oh, you don't want to engage into that. You still need to get the rest of those Storms. He scans the army, he says, oh no, that is a lot of stuff.
Ooh, Observer
that
goes
is
down.
Still storming. I think he needs more Marauders in this army. But overall, not a terrible trade from either side, but the bank from Boom is quite high. Disruptors are starting to disrupt.
Oh.
And a Dark Shrine and 3 Stargates on the way for Boom. He's going to go into the very late game, and the question is, will Sean be able to handle that? He still has not secured his 4th base, which he desperately needs to do.
Matter of fact, was about to fly over the charge lot, scans it, and then he's gonna...
Boom has already taken his 5th, so he's really exploding, and he's just keeping Sean back on those 3 bases very well. Charge lot's doing some damage, but they're not going to get critical damage done, while in the meantime, he goes in from the left. Liberators on siege, back away. Siege tank line being attacked into. Ghosts are visible. Will they get the EMPs off? Storms are not quite able to get there. Liberators do siege up, and Boom backs away.
And in the meantime,
Single
there is
Marine.
a drop in the natural of the Protoss. Stalkers being warped in, but I don't think that's enough. There is a shield battery that's going to be able to help the Stalkers though, so he should be fine.
It will in fact be enough, though. We will trade pretty well for a few Stalkers, which are actually pretty expensive units, so not the worst trade in the world for Sean, but he does need to get those Medivacs out of there, but he's not controlling them.
Ooh,
He will
save
maybe get one.
Yeah, he gets save one.
He does, but it will run
flies
into the
into
cannons.
That's unfortunate.
But now he knows that 5th base is there at least, but he really needs to secure that 4th base, and he's having a lot of trouble doing so. He really needs to get some planetaries up so that he can save himself from Boom. Boom has taken a pretty dramatic supply lead, a pretty dramatic worker lead. He's just played this game really well, being very active with his army and stopping Sean from getting growth he needs.
Yeah, and he's even teching to Tempest, so he can definitely take out those Liberators that Sean.
Oh yeah, making 4 Tempests at a time. Wow. Boom is just playing extremely well. I'm kind of glad I didn't play him in a straight-up game now.
Although I still
He's
feel like
very
if you
good.
didn't scout with the Pro, you would have gotten that cannon rush off. So that would.
Yeah, if he hadn't done the exact thing he does to stop cannon rushes, maybe my cannon rush would have worked.
Alright, looks like
It's almost a game of strategy,
yeah.
where your decisions matter.
It was more of like a automatic build counter or something.
Yeah, well, now I know.
Yeah. Anyways, Sean looking to try to get into the I guess 5th base of the Protoss, but the Observer did scouts it, and he tried to EMP with the Ghost, but couldn't I guess directly EMP it, so that the Observer still lives and will be able to scout.
Sean will finally take this 4th base, and he looks like he's looking to take a 5th base with that orbital command as well, but a 6th base coming up for Boom. In the meantime, the good thing about Sean is that because of his lower worker count, he does actually have a very scary army. He's got a bunch of siege tanks, a bunch of ghosts, a bunch of liberators, although I'd actually like to see him have more liberators in this army. A little less bio. It's actually not quite the kind of devastating death ball army that I would expect at this stage of the game. And in the meantime, we have Tempest, Colossi, Disruptors, and Storm. Boom has just literally everything except carriers, and he's even taking towards that. Quite a few Liberators will siege up, however.
Yeah,
So
both players on 3-3 as well. So they should
Ghost Cloak up.
Oh,
Sniping the High Templar. He's going to snipe 4. Oh, he's actually going to snipe almost every Templar. There's only like 3 of them left. Very nice move by Sean. I don't think there is any detection in this army for Boom.
Yep, nope. No detection here.
Now, this is Sean's moment. I would like to see him go for it. There's only 3 Templar left, though they do have a lot of storms even so. This 4th is actually going to go down, but it will. The EMP, he needs it.
Oh.
It's not quite going down, and all the ghosts will die. Oh no, this is terrible for Sean. These Liberators are going to get taken out by the Tempest, and an excellent engagement by Boom. This Disruptor is going to disrupt. Not quite. Decides not to. Boom's army is a little bit trapped, but he could always just recall out if he remembers it. While Sean will try and catch it on its way out. I don't think he remembers the recall exists.
Oh, some indecision there.
There's still just a couple more storms, and this Disruptor, I think he has just enough to fend this off, and it looks like that's likely to be gained. Look at the supply. Boom has a massive bank. He's going to take out everything with the rest of his army. He's just got a few remnants left, but those remnants are enough to take away everything that Sean has. And Sean is back down to 3 bases. He's on 40 workers to 82. This is it. Boom playing an excellent PvT all in all. And I think we're going to see the GG any second.
Yep, any second. NJW is going to go ahead and ravage the 3rd base and clean everything up. And still even has those Colossus and Tempest, which is the main, the most important of the army as well. Still alive.
Exactly. The 3rd base goes down. The Tempest and Colossi raining down hell, completely untouchable from the back. 200 supply to 65, and this will be the last hurrah of Sean as he tries desperately to get something done, but the Colossi just melt everything. GG, and Boom will take it. Taking a 2nd kill for cloudM.
Alright, so score is now 3-2. Still in favor of PsyX, but looks like there's a little bit of a comeback by cloudM. And our next player up is going to be our very own November.
Or Deluge, she prefers to be called?
No, she prefers to be called November because she hates being called Deluge. She said it in the last Clan War, yeah.
Oh, I thought she was talking about how she didn't like the month jokes and she preferred to be called Deluge. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so yeah, because I called her Deluge because that was her game name in the last one, and she was like saying how she hates that. So I was like, I'll remember next time. So yeah.
I'm just gonna ask in the chat. November it is. You are correct, Snoopy.
All right, it's gonna be November's map choice. So we'll see who she pick. I mean, which map she'll pick. And
I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, all right. Oh. All right, it looks like Newkirk might be. Anyhow, thank you all for tuning in. The Clan War has been going on for 1 hour 30 minutes so far, and it looks like our chat still looks pretty lit. There's still a good amount of players here. I mean, viewers here. Psych is in the house. Kai Boy, Sun Lily. November was in the house, but she's playing, so she probably not in the chat anymore. And so we'll just wait for Salavan to accept, and then we should be able to get into. Okay, there we go.
And I am back.
All right, just in time. It looks like NJW Boom is still reeling over the fact that November has been promoted to Masters.
Indeed, QQ Please did nicely allow November to continue to play for another week.
Yeah, so but a little bit behind the scenes stuff. November is got promoted to Masters, so she but then she dropped a lot of MMR, and so she was wondering if she could take the last diamond slot for PsyX, and so Sushi, actually November went ahead and asked and got confirmation that that from cloudM that they'll be okay with her filling in the last diamond slot.
Well, there you go. I think they might have made a mistake. She played in the Masters/GM Clan War for Lit, where the Masters only had to be below 5.3k MMR, and she got 2 kills
Oh, okay.
in that Clan War. I didn't
yeah.
actually see it, but I saw the roster. Did you see that match?
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe I'm not sure.
Do you know who she beat?
Can't remember at the top of my mind. But anyhow, she's a strong player.
Definitely. All killed Ashfire as well a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was amazing.
It was.
She pulled out
3
some
diamonds and an M3.
Yeah, she pulled out some good builds in that game too. So.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see what she does here. I like to watch November just so I can take some notes and learn some new stuff myself. So I can't wait to see what she does in PvP, so I can maybe get another cheese to go along with my proxy robo cheese. But here we go. In the top right, representing cloudM, the green Protoss with 2 kills under his belt, it is NJW Boom. And in the bottom left, recently promoted to Masters, representing Psionic Aftermath, it is the orange Protoss, it is November. Little bit of trash talk in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
November seems confident, seems calm. We'll have to wait and see what she does.
Oh, we have a really early scout again from NJW Room. Can't take the gas, which he does. Oh man, that kind of screws your build up when your gas is taken like that.
Very nice. We'll have to see how November decides to react to that.
Yeah. So if your gas was taken like that, what would you do?
In PvP, I don't know. It's never come up. I suppose I would probably just try and get. I would probably just go for a couple of adepts instead of stalkers and try and play normally and maybe get a zealot out to take down that assimilator.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's difficult. It's a difficult position to be in.
If your build gets like I guess delayed or at least disrupted, all you need to do is just stay calm and just like adapt to it as best as you can. And we'll see what November does. As it looks like she's going for the standard 2 gate into, but then again she does not have second gas, so she can't make too many gas intensive units here.
I think we're going to see a couple of adepts. It looks like November wants to take a fast expansion, though, or at least trick Boom into thinking that she does. That's one option, again, if you get gas stolen, but I kind of feel like the people who gas steal, they're used to that response, and it's very easy to do reactive cheese and do very well against a fast expand, but Boom actually does not want to have any of that. He's going to throw down a pylon, being very annoying. He's actually getting a lot of mileage out of these early probes in every single game, so he's definitely, like, not just doing it for safety. He's saying, alright, if I'm going to take an early probe anyway, I may as well do it well, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, November did get the 2 adepts. I think November can actually transition, because she got her gas stolen and her natural block. I think she can go ahead and, well, I don't know about this 2 shield battery here. But anyway, I think she can go for the 4 or 5 gate and just like chrono boost the cybernetic core, the warp gate. And I guess try to do that, but it looks like she's not gonna do that. She's gonna continue making stalker a transition at least, and try to get some harass done with these adepts. But they get caught off in the middle of the map by these stalkers. One will go down.
Ooh, that's very bad. 2 adepts are so much better and stronger than 1. I think that November does want to expand, but she's preparing for some kind of 1 base all in because she didn't see any expansion from a Boom. It looks like both sides playing a very 1 base intensive game. I don't know if Boom actually wants to go all in though. I think he's just getting the robo for safety. Both of them are just sort of playing safely against the all-ins of the other, which kind of looks all-in-ish. Neither side is going all in, but both of them seem convinced that the other one is. We are going to see actually 4 probes go down from that single adept. If she'd saved both of those adepts, that could have been devastating. And it looks like we are going to see the Nexus go down by November as she fends off a couple of stalkers harassing from Boom. So the expansion is going to go down first for November, and actually I do think we are going to see some sort of all-in from Boom, because look at the work count, and he's not making any more. It's 29 workers to 21.
Yeah, but
we've seen him so come away from Boom, so this is very strange indeed.
Just a really rare game to start off with. And NJW Boom, I thought was actually in a pretty good spot with the gas taken out. But
He
all of a
definitely
sudden,
was.
yeah, Adept I think did more damage than we realized. And also, NJW Boom was trying to make a mortal, but got supply blocked. So all the harass definitely kind of got him in shambles, or at least nervous a little bit.
Yeah, we do see an expansion going down from Boom, but November definitely has the lead here in terms of worker count. She's been continuing to produce workers on one base while Boom has not, so it's going to pay off. It is 4 Stalkers to 3, but these shield batteries are going to ensure that these Stalkers basically never die, at least not until that Immortal comes out. And that Immortal is also going to shred the gas if that's what November wants to do.
Oh my god, look at all those workers.
Yep, that's the worker explosion. Alright, 33 workers to 24.
Yeah, and you know you're in a good spot when your gas gets taken, but yet you still get the Immortal faster than your opponent.
That is right, but we do see a very fast Robo Bay coming up from Boom, so I think we're going to see Disruptors coming out of him.
Yeah, Disruptors, or oh yeah, I guess November actually said it earlier that NJW Boom actually likes Stalker Disruptors, so she knows his playstyle, so that should play into November's advantage here.
I wonder how she knows. I've never faced Boom before. I think this is his first time in one of these clan wars.
Yeah,
Maybe they've played on ladder a lot.
I was wondering the same thing, but I guess they maybe played on ladder or maybe some other tournaments or something.
Well, Boom is at the bottom of Masters in terms of MMR right now, and November just got promoted to Masters, so they probably have actually played against each other a lot on the ladder. They are at about the same MMR, so that could be why.
Yeah, that's...
And we do see Adepts going for scouting, but oh no, you got to shade in like that. Yeah, there's a lot of units right there for November, for Boom. And it's just going to scout, see how many probes are there, and sees no gases at the natural, which is kind of a tip-off that something is going on, except for the fact that it's not. Normally this indicates some sort of fast all-in with charge lots and stuff, but in this case it's just Disruptors, and Boom has just had his economy hurt so badly that he can't really afford to take those gases, but he's taking them now, and November will scout it, but does not scout the Disruptors just yet. I'm actually not a big fan of Disruptors in the new PvP. What do you think, Snoopy?
I think it only is pretty good if they go Zealot, like Charge Lot, because now they hit in first impact and the Charge Lot will charge in, and you can definitely get some shots off with the Disruptor. But it seems like November, she's going for Blink herself and the Mortal, and I don't think Disruptor.
But in the meantime, we see a lot of harass going in on the main. 2 Adepts getting in, getting a lot of damage done, getting 5 probes killed. November just being ruthless with those Adepts and taking a third in the meantime with an 18 worker advantage. Man, November is doing the same thing that NJW Boom did last game, just gradually getting advantages, and meanwhile Boom sort of has to go across the map with those 2 Disruptors, but November sees everything. The question is, how will she react to this Disruptor force? Disruptors generally are best in a critical mass, and this shade will actually buy time and force them to turn around. Oh no, she actually lets it finish. I don't think that's a good idea.
I guess too, though.
But she will get a handful of probes for her troubles, because there is a shield battery there, so needs to focus down those probes, but doesn't. Working on getting a defense up. She does have 3 Immortals. She's getting shield batteries up. I think she's going to be just fine. It is 55 workers to 34. Wow, November's gotten such an edge.
Yeah, I think that those, because there's no Mothership Core in this post-patch, there is not a lot of defense you can go against Adepts, unless you have maybe some shield batteries or some cannons. And so right now NJW Boom's bases are so vulnerable, and those Adepts definitely did some work, and it's going to force NJW Boom to go ahead and try to counter. Will November have enough? There's so much shield battery here, so she should be able to, but she's definitely going to.
There are 3 Disruptors, and they another Disruptor from November. Very nice flanking, but that's a big hit. Will it get a second one? Gets 1 Immortal, which is nothing. She needs to move in, and she needs to move in now. She wants to get the flank on the Disruptors. That one is going to hit, but she actually... Boom does get away with them, and Boom is behind in army supply, but not by a great deal. Both of them getting Disruptors out. If November can hold for a little longer... Oh, that is an amazing hit, though. And... Oh no, that's very good for Boom, getting the better end of the Disruptors. The army supply actually evening out now. November does need to survive. And from earlier, the best defense against Adepts really is Sim City and walls in the new PvP. That is really the only way to fend them off. But here we go. We're getting a bit of a flank.
Oh, nice
Good
blink.
blink to dodge that disruptor. That's what you need. You need to flank the army, and you need to be mobile. I'm not very good at it. I usually try and get charge lots coming from a couple of sides, and that usually works pretty well. The charge lots, you gotta have good timing against charge lots. You gotta hit them as they're charging, you know, just before they do, because once they get on top of your army, the disruptor will just friendly fire your own army to death.
All right, looks
But
like
November is buying time. Every
Yeah.
second she buys is good for her.
Ooh, that was close.
It is. This is a nail biter. Blinks away.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I think with November going disruptor, I mean blink stalkers. I didn't think that disruptor was gonna be a pretty good one, but I mean pretty good tech choice. But it looks like ooh, actually November kind of
snipes a disruptor.
failing on the micro on a little bit.
I was about to say I would like to see some charge lots, because just a few charge lots are actually a really good addition to this army, because they get in the way of the shots. Oh, that is an excellent shot from Boom. Boom seems to be controlling his disruptors extremely well, but oh, nice shot, but doesn't get the immortal. Not quite.
This is
November does have the 20 worker lead, but does not have a lead in army anymore. This is very, very close, but these charge lots might just help turn the tides, especially if November can spread them out. If you have a few charge lots sort of as a garnish in your army, they charge in forward, they soak up the disruptor shots.
gonna be really careful. There is, I think, 4 disruptors for NJW Boom here, and 3 for November. So she's gonna have to micro a little bit. Well, oh, splitting some on the side.
Needs to blink away. She's trying to flank, but it's not gonna be. There's not gonna be enough time to do that. One of the disruptors will go down.
Ooh,
Boom just being by far the better disruptor controller, and it looks like
that's a
this might
big hit
actually
there.
be game. The charge lots do charge in though, doing what they do best, and all of a sudden this army is trapped, and all of these disruptors might actually go down. Will this be enough? Is it too late? It's an excellent play, but is it an... Oh no! All of those charge lots go down, and look at the army supply. It is double for Boom. Boom might actually just have enough.
Oh my god, these disruptor hits are so devastating. November was in such a good position, but the micro...
Really are. Only the disruptors might just go down now, but will it be enough? Has November done it fast enough? It looks like all the disruptors are dead, and November still does have a devastating army lead, so it looks like November might just hold.
Oh, barely, just hold. And that's great
This
news.
was so close.
Yeah, because
But in the meantime, some stalkers coming in from the east being met by charge lots. They will buy time.
Yep.
They will deflect these stalkers, and November has the supply lead once again. Still has an army disadvantage, but there are 2 more disruptors on the way for Boom. Wow, and a warp prism. Oh man, those rocks are actually about to go down for November on the east side, so she can use those to flank or be flanked herself. This is such a close game. Much closer than I expected to be a few minutes ago.
And much closer than needed to be, because again, the micro I think is allowing NJW to hang on here.
Well, let's not cut Boom short. Boom made some very good moves. Boom out microed November. That's more to Boom's credit. And this is November's detriment, but oh, November gets a good shot, getting 4 stalkers. Every stalker counts so much for Boom right now. Boom's disruptor control is really good, especially since he hasn't played in a couple of weeks. The question is now, will it be enough? In an even game, Boom would have already won, but it is not an even game. The November got some edges early, and now breaking down the rocks, Boom will come in from another side, trying to use the buildings of November to his own advantage. Archons are on the way. Those are actually pretty good against disruptors because they can block shots.
Oh,
Well, they can body block the
careful
shots,
here.
and it takes a lot of
Oh my
shots.
god!
Sentry's going down. A charge lot absorbs the shot, taking one for the team. And a flank coming in from November. What she's needed all along is this flank. She will get it from all sides. The disruptors go down, and blinking on top of the disruptors is what you want to do in before patch 4.0.
Oh my god, what's
That is
around?
that is the worst thing you can do for the new disruptors, because they will just fire and instantly kill everything you have. And November takes a commanding lead, although 3 disruptors at a time coming out from Boom. Forgot that's how it worked. Exactly, that is how it works now. You cannot blink on those disruptors or you will just straight up die.
Yeah, man, that was a great flank by November, and it was getting a little dicey there. But man, now she has Archon tech. Oh wait, there's actually DTs on the way
So
for.
many Dark Templar for Boom. There is an Observer for November, but these aren't gonna just. These are gonna split up. They're gonna dodge the army, and there's only. I think there's only one Observer on the map, or there is only one Observer on the map. The good thing is that Boom can sort of afford to lose a handful of probes, but she's losing a lot more than a handful. 20 probes have gone down. There is.
Oh man, this might be actually be the game changer
Yeah,
that NJW
exactly.
needs.
This has largely evened up this game. A lot of damage being done. Not game ending by any means, but it's definitely changed the economic landscape of this game. Not back into Boom's favor because the faster fourth and the faster fifth will be for November, but it has definitely evened things up a lot. November is still ahead, but not by anywhere near as much as she was before. And the army and the upgrade lead sort of goes to Boom. +1/+1 for November, +2 weapons for Boom, which is a little bit better. Neither side really able to afford to take upgrades right now. So this game has evened up yet again. We're 15 minutes in. This has been very back and forth. And there's actually still another DT doing a lot of wrecking a lot of havoc in the main, taking out all of these important probes. And we're gonna see an attack from Boom while this DT is distracting. And oh no, all of these units are clumped up. That could be very bad if the Disruptor would have fired, but it does not. Archon gets sniped. And even more DTs going in. Man, this is
Oh my
actually
God.
devastating.
Yeah, the third
Boom is
base.
just taking out everything. Where is the rest of November's army? There it is. It is going to try and get a flank, but in the meantime, so much damage being done. 29 workers for November. November's losing her entire economy. She needs to push, and she needs to push now.
Went behind Dark Shrine.
Definitely, and it's working very well. Like 50 probes or something have gone down. 64 workers have been killed by NJW Boom in this game.
Oh man.
Trying to
Oh.
use disruptors to kill the DT because she's got no observer where she is. She's building like 3 observers at a time.
Oh my God, the natural just hurts me. These DTs,
This
man.
is tragic indeed. Those DTs doing so much damage. Boom, November just not building those cannons at the mineral lines that like she needs to, which is kind of understandable given how crazy this game has been. But now the supply leader suddenly drastically shifted in NJW Boom's favor, and it looks like he's probably going to take this game.
It's looking very much like it, but man, if she can get some disruptor shot, some key disruptor shot, maybe she can get back into the game.
I think we've learnt today that disruptor shots can make up for a lot. And it will
Yeah.
be a nice flank by November. Archon's taking the shots, which is kind of what you want. But a lot of disruptors go down. That's not what you want at all. 49 supply to 126. It looks like this is likely to be over. First it was November's game, then NJW Boom, then November, then Boom. Damn. What a game, but Boom will tie up the series, sweeping the diamonds, including November, who is sort of a proxy, who is sort of a diamond, sort of not, half diamond. I remember you teaching me that, says November. Looks
Yeah.
like she's faced that before. And so we will be going on to our into the first Masters set. Psyx versus cloudM. 3-3.
Yep, series is tied 3-3, so it's gonna be up to these two Masters players from both teams to determine who wins this clan war here. All right, it looks like Okay.
I'll be back in 2 minutes, and it looks like Droptimus. All right, let's see what he's got to show for us.
All right.
I will wait for the lobby to start before I go.
Okay. I think I need to take a bathroom break as well, so I'm gonna go let the guys know as soon as we get into the lobby.
All right, we'll both take a quick break.
Yeah. Just have him pick our map, and then we should get started soon. Okay, so Kaiboy said she used to be in cloudM, Snoopy. Oh, okay, so yeah. So November used to be in cloudM, so I guess she knows.
That'd be it. That'd
this
be
place
how
out.
she knows. Boom.
Yeah. So thank you for letting us know, Kaiboy.
And that explains the trash talk. They clearly know each other personally. This is something November just does for every game. Probably a long-time practice partner of Boom.
Alright, it seems like Droptimus has chosen Catalyst, so we're going back into Catalyst, and that was the game where it was I think it was PVT, and I think it was against Sean. Yeah, Sean. So NJW Boom played Sean in that map, so let's see if he'll do the same thing as well. So we'll be back in the it says left. Oops.
We'll all be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a 1 to 2 minute break, and we'll be back for our next game. So we'll be right back.
Alrighty, we are back.
We are back. So sorry about that. All right, looks like we got both players are ready. So we just gotta get confirmation for them to be ready.
We'll be good to go when the player's up.
Okay, cool.
I wonder what Droptimus is going to do.
Droptimus,
This
yeah.
should-
I mean, do you
should be
know
interesting.
Droptimus playstyle?
Yes, I do, and I will explain that a little bit after the introduction, because I've played with him quite a few times for CTL prep and such in this very matchup.
All right, nice. All right, so let's go ahead and switch our overlay, and score is 3.
In the top left, spawning is the Red Terran, the first master. For Psionic Aftermath, not counting November, it is Droptimus. And in the bottom right, clean sweeping the diamonds for Psyx. Looking for a 4th kill, the green Protoss, it is Boom. Alright, so what I know about Droptimus is he's a very aggressive player in TVP. He likes to do some early 2-base pushes, often involving just like 1 or 2 tanks. It's actually very effective, especially against robo-based styles, which are getting more and more popular with the new patch. So I think Droptimus might have actually got lucked out in terms of this new patch, because the meta is definitely shifting to be more like his style. This SCV is nice and tucked away from Boom's early probe, but Boom will do this early probe yet again. I don't know if he'll try and steal Droptimus, but I don't think Droptimus will actually care if he does, because he generally does take an expand. The aggression starts off 2 bases for Droptimus most of the time, and Droptimus is sending in a scout of his own. But it looks like Boom is going to be playing a pretty standard game yet again. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yep. Oh, it looks like we actually have a little probe going to the side. Might go for some proxy here.
Yes, we are. That is very interesting. We might see a proxy Stargate off 2 bases, or maybe it's just... No, it's not for a scout, and he's looping around. It looks like we're going to see a proxy indeed. Unless he's just looking for proxies, but that seems a very odd place to put them. And he's already got a scout in the main of Droptimus, so I think this has to be some kind of proxy shenanigans, surely.
Does not look like it. He's going back into the... Oh, wait.
I guess it was just a very aggressive scout for proxies.
Yeah, he is
going all the way out.
He's really safe here.
He's very paranoid. I'm surprised he's not scouting the left side of his base as well, because he's actually going all the way to the other side of the map. I don't know what this probe is doing at all. It's very confusing.
It's very confusing indeed.
Meanwhile, we see a factory coming up from Droptimus as well as a reactor, so pretty standard. We're going to see what he does with this factory. That's going to be what's interesting. It looks like this probe is just hanging around for a follow-up scout later on. Reaper is coming in, seeing what it can get done. This probe will escape to the safety of its fellows, and this Stalker will come out just in time. Will we get a probe for Droptimus? That's the question. Good bounce, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to get anything. This Stalker, he needs to get away from... Oh no, the Reaper survives, and so does the probe, just barely. And the Reaper will safely get out. And we actually do see a proxy pylon for Boom at the top of the map. What is this? I think we are going to see a proxy Stargate just like late to throw off Droptimus' timing, and here it goes. Cyclone on the way for Droptimus though. The Cyclone has become a little better in anti-air since the patch, I've heard. I don't actually go Oracles in PvT, so I haven't played against it myself. Apparently the first 4 shots come out near instantly, so you get some burst damage on that air unit if it only just comes in range for a short period of time.
Oh, will he get it? Oh my god, that Reaper just barely.
Why? Boom says.
Yeah, the fire rate of the Stalker is slowed down, so the Protoss player has to get used to the new Stalker firing rate here.
Oh yeah, I've had trouble with that sometimes, trying to stutter step, and my guys aren't shooting for like half a second after I stop them because I'm so used to the old method. I do prefer the new Stalker, but it does take some getting used to, that's for sure. And this Reaper might actually be corralled this time, but will this probe go down? Not quite. He's chasing it. He's trying so hard, and the Reaper finally goes down. And Boom will be breathing a sigh of relief as this Oracle is about to come out, and there is no defense. Droptimus is actually moving out. This is terrible for him. Oh, this is going to be bad. This whole mineral line will be fought. Oracle's now 3-shot SCVs instead of 2, so that's going to make them a lot less effective, if I remember correctly. Yes, you see there, it actually takes a lot longer to take out SCVs, 50% longer to be exact. Same with Marines. It will still get a few kills, but it will not be as devastating as it was before. But in the meantime, we've got these Marines and Cyclones, and they're going in, and there's very little for Boom. He's got 3 Stalkers, but he doesn't have any shield batteries. He's pulling probes off the line. He's going to surround those Cyclones, and he's going to get one. Will he get the second one? I think he will, but that Medivac picks it up. Excellent pick up. 12. SCV's going down. Will this actually be the game? One of the Stalkers goes down. The second one, there is no shield batteries anywhere in sight. This pylon at the front is going to go down with the Marines and Cyclones.
Oh my
25
god,
and 23. These Cyclones attacking from the high ground. This Cyclone forced to retreat as the Stalkers will fend off this attack. More Marines coming in, being healed by the Medivacs. One Stalker goes down. Will the second one go down? Not quite. And he's going to back away. Is he going to drop the Marines? Yes, he is. But will that Medivac get sniped? Not quite. Will another Stalker go down? Doesn't look like it. He will fend this off. But excellent blow from both sides, really. 14 probes gone down, 8 SCVs gone down, both sides' economies being just ravaged.
Who do you
As
think?
these two Marines go down, we got huge damage on both sides of the map. But this Oracle will finally get cleaned up by the Viking, and overall I'd say it's actually pretty even from that scrap. As 3 mules go down from Dropimus to replenish his lost mining time.
Oh man,
And
what's
he's
some
lost in.
crazy harass in the early game here.
Another Oracle being made by Boom with this proxy Stargate that still has not been scouted, but there is a Viking out for Dropimus, and I believe he's going to scout this proxy Stargate. He knew which way the Oracle came in. He knows something's up. He didn't scout a Stargate during his attack. We are going to see quite a few Stalkers from Boom, not quite going across the map. And yeah, this Oracle will get chewed away, and this Stargate is going to go down eventually. As the Viking actually lands to deal some more DPS and take out this Stargate. Worker supply is evened up, which is probably pretty good for Dropimus, but we are going to see a bunch of Stalkers coming across the map, but they will not have Blink for quite some time. So the question is, how will Dropimus deal with this? He actually has a pretty paltry force back at home. These Stalkers could deal a lot of damage, but this Oracle will not quite go down. 1 shot to go. Stim will be done just in time for these Blinks. Oh, but he could actually get these units caught out of position. And he does. Stim is only just done. He will get these stuff out, but the Viking will go down, and this could actually be game. There's a lot of stuff from Boom, and I don't know if...
Oh, he got
Dropimus
Stim though.
can
He got
hold it.
Stim.
He does have Stim, yes, just in time. So I guess he will fend off this attack, losing a few SCVs for the trouble, but he does have some Marauders, he does have some Stim, he does have some Medivacs. There is no Blink just yet, so this will not kill Dropimus, but it will make him lose a lot of mining time. A lot of Stalkers actually going down though. He's trying to back away, but those Marauders are just chasing them down, dealing a lot of damage, and actually they will take out every or almost every Stalker. I would like to see those SCVs go home, and Dropimus loses a lot of mining time, loses some SCVs, but overall with the amount of Stalkers he killed, I'd say that turned out pretty well for him. He's now got a supply lead. And he's got a siege tank, and he's now looking like he's going to move across the map as well. This game is crazy back and forth.
It was pretty important for Dropimus to actually whittle down the Stalker, as he did go for Blink. So if you can whittle down the Stalker before the Blink, that's like a win-win for you.
I don't know if this move out is actually a good idea from Dropimus. Blink is just finished, and these Medivacs, these units are pretty low, though this Medivac, one of these Medivacs does have nearly full energy. A tank does not actually do that well. A single tank does not actually do very well against Blink Stalkers, but if you can get yourself in a good position. But here come the Blink Stalkers. How will Boom's Blink Micro be? It's alright, but this siege tank is in position to start shelling at this natural base as he gets his first pylon down.
Dropimus gotta be careful not to overstim here. Oh my god, that's tank shot gets the bulk of
Oh,
the Stalker.
that's not a good idea from Boom. He should have jumped on that tank and killed it while he had the chance. Now he's actually losing a lot. He has very few Stalkers left. And he does get this tank, does snipe it like he should have. But these Stalkers are going to go down. These units are so low. He will, Boom, get them. This is a battle of the crippled units, but it looks like with that shield battery it will just hold for Boom.
Oh my, barely just hold on.
But we do have a third base already done for Dropimus, and Boom has not even started his third base. So that is very good for Dropimus. Dropimus is now ahead, and Boom can't really go across the map. This army is actually, while very small, it is very scary. Look at the army supply, 39 to 17 in Dropimus's favor. So I think Dropimus is actually just going to push across the map with Stim Marine Marauder, and that just might be too much. Robotics Bay on the way, but it's not going to be done in time. And then only a handful of Blink Stalkers and a single, mostly used shield battery for Boom. I think this might just be the game with this push.
Oh, PP.
We have a pause.
Yeah. Now, mind you, even though Stalker are more stronger, they, since they shoot slower, like they actually are worse against MM, because MM actually shoots really fast, especially when they stim. So as a NJW Boom is staying on this Blink Stalker tech, it doesn't bode well for him, as Dropimus, especially since Dropimus is looking to head over for another fight, will probably take out this third if he heads to the third, or at least take out a good amount of units at the natural.
The Stalkers are about as good in a protracted fight as they were before, because they actually do the same amount of DPS. They deal 50% more damage and shoot 50% slower.
Oh, okay.
So they're a lot better at sniping stuff, but they're about as good in a straight-up fight.
Oh,
which
okay.
is to say, not that great. because they never were that great in a straight up fight.
Yeah.
Not once Stim comes out, not against that many Marauders. I think this is just going to be the game for Optimus. I think he's got this. Only a referee unpaused the game. There we go.
Game resumed.
All right, so here we
And
go.
this push is just going to be devastating. This Oracle is going to come in, but there are turrets up. Well, there is a turret up at the natural. But the big story here is, can this army be held off? There's actually a lot of Stalkers here, but with this Stim, with these Marauders, he's just waiting for this last... he's actually just going to go for the third base. And he Stims in. I see. Either he forces Boom to leave his shield batteries away, or he takes out the base.
Oh, nice snipe.
Boom had to leave the cover of his shield battery if he wanted to fight.
Yeah, that was a good bait there.
And Droptimus will take out that third base, and Droptimus just needs to keep Boom on 3 bases. Already, this main is starting to mine out. Good revelation. So he sees the army. But seeing it is not the same as beating it. Knowing is actually a little less than half the battle at this stage, but disruptors are on the way for Boom, and if we know one thing, we know how good Boom is with those disruptors.
Yeah.
2 more robotics facilities. He's looking like he wants to go mass disruptor as his next tech. The question is, will Droptimus be able to kill him before he gets there? Because I think he very well just might.
Yeah, he's
A single disruptor is here for Boom, and it will be scouted. While another third base attempts to go up. But will get immediately cancelled.
Man, this third base is being denied so long, too.
How is Droptimus' splits going to be? Because I think he just wants to go in, but this... Oh, he baits the disruptor shot. I think he should just go for it. He should just go right now.
Yeah, I think he's going in for the win.
Down. There's just too much stimmed bio. Everything down here is going to die, and this is, I believe, just going to be the game. He's just going to snipe the Nexus. He's like, I don't care. And then he changes his mind. He's like, alright, if you're going to fight me, I'm going to show you how dumb that is. Stimmed bio all over everything. GG.
GG. Well done by Droptimus.
Droptimus brings it to the ace match.
Yep.
To the game match point.
Yeah, match point. So stopping NJW's 3-game win streak there.
Yep. Stopping it as I was stopped in turn. Thank you for the revenge, Droptimus.
Yep.
Although I was cannon rushing, to be fair, and as we learnt yesterday, cannon rushers have no honor and are ashamed of the Protoss race.
And Kaiboy says Stim to win. Yep, Stim to win.
That was a crazy game. Very back and forth, very low economy. But now we're bringing in Buzzbin, the 5.1k MMR Zerg, the ace of cloudM.
So Droptimus, I think, wait, what's race is Buzzbin? Oh yeah, he was Zerg. So we're gonna get our first TVZ here. Oh my god, finally.
Yes, we are. Buzzbin has a 5087 MMR, so he is quite strong. Let's check out his statistics for this. He actually hasn't... he's played quite a few games this season so far, and his versus Terran is 58%, which is pretty good. It's not even his best matchup, actually.
Oh wait, actually it's Jamie.
Yeah, Buzzbin is Jamie. Jamie's really moved up in the world. He was a Masters 3 last time I played him, and I actually won. And now he's suddenly zoomed up, like 400 MMR. Good on him. The patch is treating him well.
Well, Zerg is pretty good still, I think. Yeah, after the patch. Looks like Kaiboy and Psych should be, I guess, excited to see this upcoming this matchup. So, seeing some love from Gorgonoth in the chat. Go Psych.
And we are all going to be playing on Ascension to Ire.
Oh, excuse me, Psych X. Alright, yeah, it was gonna be... this is like the 3rd time we playing on Ascension to Ire here tonight. Because it was your game, and then there was like another game, and then now it's this game for the 3rd time. So people loving Ascension to Ire, and I said it earlier as well, it's a pretty popular map. Alright, Sushi and Sun Lily also excited to... oh, what's going on?
Droptimus just left the lobby.
Okay. Can you invite? Do you want me to play? What? Alright, we have everybody here, so we should get this game started soon. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been 2 hours since the clan war started. So thank you for all who are still watching here. We are down to our, I guess, eighth game. So it's 4-3 the score so far in favor of Team Psi X here.
We're just waiting a bit because Buzzbin's not feeling the best and was wondering if someone else could play in his stead, but he says he's good. His opponent, the guy who's going to replace him, has not responded, so it looks like Buzzbin will be playing after all.
All right, awesome.
Let's just check and see if we are good to go.
All right, so looks like I am host to the Sushi. I think Sushi might be staying in here, maybe.
Both players are ready,
no,
and
okay.
Sushi's just left.
All right, both players are ready, and countdown has begun.
Here we go.
And
Game 8.
Yeah, and if Optimus actually manages to win this game, we that's basically a 5-3 win for Team Psi X. But Buzzbin can definitely win it and make it a tied series at 4-4.
Let's find out. In the top left, representing cloudM, it is their ace, it is their last hope, it is the pink Zerg, it is Buzzbin. And in the bottom right, we're representing Psionic Aftermath, getting 1 kill, looking for the second, on match point. It is the yellow Terran, it is Optimus. TVZ, not exactly my strong point in terms of knowledge. I think the only matchup I know less about is TVT.
Yeah. I mean, I love watching TVZ actually. That's my favorite matchup to watch and observe. There's so much action that usually happens. So I always love watching TVZ.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty great. TVT is probably my favorite matchup to watch, even though it's matchups that you love to watch the most that are often the most stressful to play because there's always a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like this TVZ, I love watching it, especially the Ling Bane Wars, but it's so stressful to play them.
Yeah, I mean, I hear a lot of Zerg players always talk about how it's difficult to play ZVZ because, man, a lot of different things can happen like really quickly.
Oh yeah, as Pig says, ZVZ is a knife fight in a phone booth.
Alright, so here we have a little bit of a scout by Optimus. Looks like Buzzbin is going to go ahead and open up with a hatch into gas and pool. Ooh, a little bit of a spray here by Optimus. Let's take a closer look. Oh, a little heart there.
Isn't that cute? And Buzzbin going for an interesting Overlord scouting path. Looks like he's scouting for proxies as well as dodging any Marines that might be out on the map before heading to the main to use for Overlord scouting later. I like that.
Yeah, I like that
too. That's clever. And we do see a command center for Optimus, a hatchery for Buzzbin, so it looks like neither side's going to do anything super aggressive, but we can definitely see some two-base aggression off of either player. Optimus very capable of it, certainly Buzzbin is as well.
We might get Overlord snipe here.
Ooh, yeah, no, I don't think it will. That Overlord is going to escape without too much trouble, but the Marine is going to go around and try and get it again. There are 2 Marines, so they are going to deny the scout of the natural. That is one thing they will manage to do, but I think this Overlord is going to get to the point of safety. Actually, it decides to back away, and now it goes for the point of safety, but it will get there just in time if Buzzbin is able to successfully get that on the sweet spot, and he does.
Yes, just in time.
Very nice. And it looks like we're going to see a Hellion opening from Optimus as we're going to see the factory done. It lifts off.
Oh, we see a fast roach by Buzzbin here. So he's looking for a roach push here.
Very fast. And that is against Hellions. So that's actually really good for Buzzbin. This could be quite nasty. He's saving up a lot of money. He's going to go for like a 7-8 roach rush. Yeah. And there is no scouting. But Optimus really.
Yeah, Optimus planted down the starport and the tech lab. So he's looking to go maybe Banshee or Raven. I think Banshee would be able to help him somewhat in against this roach push.
And I think he's going to snipe this Overlord, which helps.
Oh yeah, that's going to be really helpful. So that's 100 minerals that has to be dedicated to... oh wait, maybe these Zerglings. don't know. These Hellions gonna go ahead and reinforce and clean up these lanes. Doesn't even take
And
down
so
the
she's
Marine.
just told me that Jamie is also a girl. My bad, Jamie. It is a pretty unisex name.
Oh, okay. Jamie, I didn't know she was a girl. That's good to know.
Well, there we go. And we have like 12 roaches out for Jamie, so she's gonna have a pretty devastating push. But we do see banshees, we do see cloaks, so that's gonna help. But I don't know how much they're gonna help. They're gonna have to do a lot of damage, and those roaches are gonna survive for a very long time.
Yeah.
Is this the first banshee just coming out now, or is it the second one? It looks like it is the first one. I don't think Droptimus even notices there. His Hellions are about to receive a very rude awakening as Jamie just smashes this first Hellion down and is actually almost going to die, but not quite. And Droptimus, panic mode. Here we go. Cyclone on the way. Banshee is going to come out. He's going to just abandon his natural. This is a good move. Yes, he's probably going to just lift that off. Maybe let it take it. Maybe even let it tank a couple of shots. I think that would be a good idea if Jamie takes the bait, and she does.
There's no Ravagers too, so.
Yeah, this Banshee is going to eventually clean it up, but the question is, will there be crippling damage done to the economy before then? 2 Cyclones are going to come out, and these SCVs are going to get the surround. There's a lot of damage that's going to go down, but this will be cleaned up in the end. The question is how much damage will be done in the meantime. 10, 11, 12. Oh man, this is actually crippling damage being done by Jamie, and she takes a devastating lead in the workers. 38 workers to 15, but look at the army supply.
Ooh.
Although the army supply is large, a lot of it is in Banshees and Hellions, which are not going to help against Roaches, so we are going to see if Droptimus can do some counter damage with these Banshees, especially these cloaked Banshees.
Yeah.
And Droptimus immediately taking a third, deciding, alright, let's try and catch up with Greed rather than with an attack, and meanwhile we're just going to deny this third base.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a smart move to pull the SCVs. I think he could just dance and run around with the SCVs while the Banshee sniped the rest of the remaining Roaches. I think that might have been a better play for Droptimus.
Well, those Banshees would have taken so long to do that. In the meantime, the Cyclones probably would have gone down, and the Cyclones were the real DPS in that army. The Banshee's strength is that it's invulnerable, but the Cyclone is what really does the damage. If you see that here, the Cyclone's just taking up these Roaches so fast. If those Cyclones had gotten sniped, the Roaches just would have killed all the workers in the meantime. And this Cyclone does finally live. But look at the supply. This is actually just really, really good for Jamie.
Yeah.
She is getting Roach speed now. But the third base is on the way for Droptimus. Droptimus isn't actually producing workers right now, and he really needs to be.
I think he's focused on microing these Banshees. Oh my god, these Banshees!
Oh, one gonna go down.
He has Cloak too. He could definitely have saved those Banshees there.
Yeah, it looks like he's a bit thrown off by this Roach Rush that has done so much damage to him.
Yeah.
And I'm not really surprised. It's really hard to be thrown off your rhythm like that. And 11 drones on the way for Buzzbin, so Jamie is going to be Jamie, Buzzbin, let me know afterwards which one you'd prefer to be called. Is maintaining that double worker advantage, and probably going to take a 4th pretty soon. Probably doesn't even need to. They're getting double Evo chambers, preparing for the long game. Setting some Roaches in with Roach speed, probably just to see what's up. We'll see that 3rd CC if she decides to check, while Siege tanks are starting to be on the way for Droptimus as well as double engineering back. Roaches aren't actually going to get anything done, thanks to that Siege tank, but we'll scout the 3rd base is on the way.
Yeah, that Siege tank just sieged right when the Roaches came, so nice timing there.
Very nice indeed. Hydroden on the way from Buzzbin. As well as +1/+1, melee and ranged. So it looks like we're probably going to see Hydroling Bane as a follow-up. As well as Burrow coming on the way for Jamie. She's just getting everything, covering all of her bases. But Droptimus is beginning to catch up in the work count, while Buzzbin is actually saving up a lot of money, so I'd like to see what she's going to do with this. I think she's going to make a swell of Hydras very shortly. Oh no, a swell of Roaches. 16 Roaches on the way, as well as Hydralisk speed. So it looks like maybe a Roach Hydra type of army, but then what's the +1 melee attack for? That is the question. I'd expect to see Carapace instead of melee attack if that's what she was going to do.
Yeah, and look at the map vision of Buzzbin. Got all the Overlords and the Watchtower, and so she's going to actually see this drop coming from Droptimus. Droptimus is going to go ahead and drop the Marines and take out this Overlord. And
She's
we'll
getting
continue
Overlord
over.
speed as well, which is going to make her map vision even stronger. These Roaches are going over there to protect that 4th base. They will be just fine. This 4th base is going to be completely uncontested, but there is only... Oh no, actually there is several queens here to fend off this medevac and actually burrows the roaches so as not to reveal them. But I don't know if Droptimus actually saw that and thus had the tech choice revealed. I don't think so. Queen's on the way to fend off this medevac. They're not going to get any. They're not going to get any creep taken down. They're going to be forced to run away. One of the Marines gets sniped. But in the meantime, it is 59 workers to 41, which is Droptimus is beginning to catch up slowly but surely. The supply lead is pretty heavily in favor of Buzzbin, but a lot of that is in roaches, which is pretty deceptive. So the armies are actually probably pretty even, if not a little bit better for Droptimus. But Buzzbin goes up to 68 workers and gets a Lurker Den and an Infestation Pit and Tunneling Claw. She's just like, you know what, let's just get every tech in the game.
Yep, I love this because you know, she's in a pretty good position right now. Might as well go ahead and open up the tree branch.
I guess she's decided that Droptimus has to do something pretty clever in order to stop this. In order to stop Jamie at this point. So she may as well just make all of the techs so that she's completely prepared for whatever it is Droptimus decides to do before he even starts to do it.
Yep. And it looks like Droptimus is getting ready for an attack onto the dirt, but oh man, there's a lot of
on the way. I don't know if this is a good idea. Trying to clear creep, but that is playing with fire with that army right there. We'll back away, losing a few units for the trouble. You don't want to clear creep where the Zerg army is, you want to clear it where it's not.
Yeah.
I would love to see Droptimus discover this flock of overlords over near the 12 o'clock base. That would be a big pick-off for him.
Oh man.
Fourth base on the way for Droptimus. Fourth base already there for Jamie. Hydra's on the way, probably be turned into lurkers. Roach Ravager continuing to break down some rocks. It is a very big supply lead for Jamie, even considering that a lot of it is in roaches. That is quite a scary moment for Droptimus. Jamie's probably just going to max out on this army while getting Hive, and then proceed to attack and try and break this third base or the fourth base if Droptimus makes it.
Yep, she's almost maxed out here.
We do see +2/+2 on the way for Droptimus, while +2/+1 is on the way for Jamie. So Jamie's going to be ahead in upgrades and then behind in upgrades, depending on what stage of the game it is. It's going to be 2-1 versus 1-1 for a while, and then 2-1 versus 2-2 for a while. So we'll have to see exactly when Jamie decides to attack, probably with +2/+1, which she's doing right now. Sending a single burrowed roach in to scout, that's really clever.
Yeah, there's no turrets here. Oh wait, there's one turret in the mineral line.
It will just be seen now as Droptimus lifts up this fourth CC to head on over to the 9 o'clock position and probably make a planetary fortress there. Meanwhile, Jamie just waiting in the center of the map, making 9 lurkers. So this could be pretty devastating, but there is already only a couple of siege tanks for Droptimus actually. So this could be pretty dangerous, especially since she's getting that lurker burrow upgrade where you can just basically run your lurkers in and burrow them straight up. It's basically like, you know, the drilling claws upgrade. It's that for lurkers.
Yep.
And I'd like to see in action while Adrenal Clans is on the way for Jamie as she makes Zerglings. So I guess she's preparing for a more of a late game switch. She gets +3 missile attack and takes a 5th and 6th base, double expanding.
Yeah, I gotta commend.
Good creep spread as well.
I was just about to say, Buzzbin. I gotta commend her on the incredible creep spread.
Droptimus is catching up in supply, getting quite a good army because this roach heavy army is not that great. But Buzzbin does have a massive bank, so she can just replenish on whatever she wants. And if you look at, she's only got 14 lava, so she's gonna want to get some more of those. But she's making more hatcheries, and those lava are just going to pile up with injects over time. So we'll see what she wants to do after essentially probably trading off these original armies. But she seems happy to just keep the center for now with these lurkers. Liberators are on the way for Droptimus, which are going to be quite good against the lurkers, I would say. There are no Hydras in this army. It's just Roach, Ravager, Lurker, so the Ravagers are the only thing that can actually shoot the Liberators.
Oh, this Overlord does spot the 3 medevac drop, so all the army is now retreating to help defend this. But I think Droptimus is going to drop into the main. Oh, it's not going to be in time, those Spore Crawlers.
It will be just in time, but they might not actually escape. He might want to actually just back off. Though he's kind of committed now and runs away with the medivacs. But in the meantime, he's going to attack this bottom 5th base. and he does have 6 siege tanks to stop this lurker-based army.
Oh, did
And
not clean the
it
Marines.
It retreats. Droptimus doing some very nice multi-pronged aggression, really taxing Jamie's multitasking, which doesn't appear to be quite up to the task. Oh, those medivacs will go down though, but in the meantime, these Marines being very annoying while this third base is going to be attacked. Siege tanks doing their siege tanky thing. Where are the lurkers? Are they actually over at the fourth base? They're going to take out all of the SCVs at the fourth, while in the meantime, Droptimus is forced to back away, unsieging, resieging, trying to take out this third base. Both sides' supplies dropping like a stone. Droptimus losing his third base, losing all of the workers at that third base. But in the meantime, this base might go down for Jamie as well.
This is what I love about TVZ. So much action around the map.
Lib's on the way, blocking this way. 2 bases are down for Buzzbin, 1 down for Jamie, but overall the worker supply tends to be better off for Droptimus, and those lurkers are just going to go straight into the natural, and there's really not much to defend against it. There's not enough.
Oh, these roaches are burrowed, trying to catch these tanks and maybe clean them
Oh,
up.
this could be nasty. Dun dun.
Oh.
See it. Tries to retreat, 68 supply to 120. It looks like Jamie might just have this with his very strong lurker harass.
Yeah.
Taking out all of these workers. Damn.
Dropping to below 40 supply here.
Who gave Zerg DTs? That is not fair at all.
Their version of
And it's
DTs.
34 supply. It looks like that's going to be it. Droptimus has no workers left.
Yeah, and it looks like Jamie or Buzzbin, however you like to call her, is going to go ahead and tie the series 4-4, pushing it into our ace match here. Unless a miracle nuke comes down, I don't know how else Droptimus is going to get back into this game.
Yeah, I think this game is over. And Droptimus is just going to go for one last hurrah. But there's just nothing left. I think Jamie's probably going to go after this planetary fortress shortly, and once that goes down, Droptimus will tap out.
Oh, this Roach is going to go ahead and clean up this planetary, and I think after that planetary is done, should be...
Yep, the repair is good, but it's not good enough, and that is the end of that chapter. 1 worker left for Droptimus. GG, well played, and we're going to the ace match.
And we had an ace match in our last clan war with cloudM too, so it's going to end up in a 5-4 win for someone.
Yeah, we always have some good matches with cloudM.
Yeah, I think we're pretty evenly matched, and I thought we were we had a really strong lineup today. So
We do, though. Admittedly, most of our we had a really strong diamond lineup. But when Boom came in with his master level play, he just sort of swept them away. It would have been nice to see some of our other diamonds in battle against diamonds, but I ruined that because I'm no fun for anyone. And so, let's see who we send in as our last player.
Oh, it's gonna be Banana Zerg here, or Zercola.
Ah, so we are going to see a ZVZ.
If not,
I would say that...
Wait, is he in the clan chat? Oh yeah, he is. Okay.
Banana Zerg should have the edge here. I have played against Zerg Cola before. He's pretty good, but he's definitely on the lower end of Masters, while Jamie has definitely stepped it up, become a very strong Master in her own right.
Yeah, and I remember you faced him in, I think, ladder, and he kind of BM'd you behind your back or something.
He does have a winning record against me on ladder, I think, but not by that much. I think it's like 3-2 or something.
I know, because you did the Kingslayer Zealot thing, and I think it...
yeah, he wasn't happy.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Catalyst is Banana Zerg's map choice, so it's gonna be I think the second or third time. Oh, I think yeah, third time will be on Catalyst tonight. So a lot of Ascension to Ire and Catalyst tonight in tonight's clan war here. Alright, so waiting for someone to accept. Alright, guys, once again, the score is tied 4-4. We're in our ace match. Whoever wins this is going to win it for their clan.
Yep, it's going to be a ZVZ, so it could be short, but it's guaranteed to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Now, back a few weeks ago, Psionic actually won the clan war 5-4. So we'll see if we could go and make it 2 times in a row.
Wasn't it a CVC that finished it off with Nerf taking the last match?
I believe so, yeah. If I remember
There
correctly.
you go. Let's see if history can repeat itself.
All right, so both players are ready. We are here going into our last match here.
Can't wait. This is the last match. This is the ace match. The best we have to offer. Let's get hyped.
And this is ZVZ2. First ZVZ of the night too.
Yep, we are loading into the game, and here we go. In the top left, spawning for cloudM. It is the Masters 2 player looking to finish things off. It is cloudM's Buzzbin. And in the bottom right, will he be able to take it? Will he be able to take this match, which is going to be very short because his opponent is going for a 12 pool? It is Bananazog.
Ooh,
Pause,
we need a
please.
PvP.
Game paused.
We have... how did that happen?
Okay, remake. Alright, so we're gonna actually go ahead and remake the game.
What's going to be really interesting is if Bananazog takes a look at the build order for that match, because he would see the 12 pool.
Hopefully not. Alright, who's gonna remake? Sushi should be remaking. Don't know why it went to Australia server. We might have to get a different host or something.
I wasn't hosting, was I?
No, it was Sushi.
And Sushi's from Singapore, so that might be why.
Okay. I don't know. We need to remake the map. Wait, what was the map again? Catalyst.
Catalyst.
Right? Alright. I don't know.
Yeah, if you host, that should work.
I hope
You're
so,
American,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I don't know. We need to remake the party in order to for it to restart the thing, whatever. But we'll see in about a second. Let's go ahead and get our players up there.
Let's do this.
All right, both players are ready. So sorry about that. Just a little bit of a delay. We're gonna go ahead and restart this game, and let's see if he does that 12 pool again.
Alright. In the top left, representing Psionic Aftermath, it will be the purple Zerg, Bananazog. And in the bottom right, electing not to go for a 12 pool this time, instead going for a 14 gas, an extractor trick, it is cloudM's Buzzbin. So it looks like Buzzbin decided no, the surprise factor is in fact ruined if Bananazog does just check the build order and decides to just do something else instead.
Yep, and it looks like both players are gonna go ahead and get their hatch first, as no pool is being thrown down yet.
But I've been getting a very fast hatch actually, a 15 hatch off an extractor trick and with no overlord. So I think this is actually going to be a speedling attack off 2 very fast hatcheries. I've seen this before. It's kind of unconventional, but it's very strong if you don't see it coming. I've actually faced it in the CTL before, back before I switched to Protoss.
Ah, I see.
I held it, but only because I expected it to be coming, and I changed my build to accommodate it. Basically, what you need is either a lot of lings and queens, or you need a baneling nest pretty much the second your 50 gas comes in after speed. Either one of those will allow you to hold, but
so we'll see
again, it's not very common.
Yeah, we'll see if Banging Nest is gonna be thrown down. In the meantime, it looks like Banana Zerg going for a safer, I guess, opening with the pool first and then into the hatch.
Yep. So both sides being pretty being pretty safe.
Yeah, safe.
Well, Jamie getting pretty aggressive and Banana Zerg being pretty safe, which is exactly what you want against aggression. Maybe Banana Zerg did decide that the pool first would be a good move just in case the 12-11 was coming, or just in case the 13-12 was coming.
All right, looks like
6 Lings on the way for Buzzbin. So off 15 drones, it looks like this is going to be a pooled speedling attack, just going all in off 2 hatcheries. The second hatchery gives you more lava and helps to disguise what you're doing, while 2 Zerglings are going to go across the map for Banana Zerg and try and scout what's up.
yeah, I think Banana Zerg will see see this coming and will probably be able to prepare soon.
Well, only sees 2 Zerglings. Let's see how this micro war goes. It looks like, ooh, excellent play by Jamie, winning 2-0. Those 2 Lings barely surviving and not giving any scouting information to Banana Zerg.
Oh, that's not good there.
Banana Zerg is getting a Baneling nest, but it might not be fast enough. As I said, you need to get it very, very fast in order to hold it. And even then, it's going to be pretty close. But speed is not yet done, so these Lings are going to take a while to get across the map. Banana Zerg has seen it with his Overlord. He's making a spine crawler. He's sending those queens to block the ramp. He will be producing nothing but Zerglings. Will this be enough?
Oh my
There's
god,
a lot of Speedlings on the way for Jamie.
That queen gotta go through. Oh my, move
Yeah, but
the queen.
Oh no, the 2 queens aren't quite fast enough. And that spine crawler isn't going to be done in time either, and neither is that Baneling nest. So you need to get that Baneling nest done just about immediately. And I think this might just be the game. That spine crawler gets sniped just fast enough. Speed is done for Banana Zerg, but Banana Zerg is behind in numbers. Will these drones successfully take them down? The drones not getting the surround they need to get. More and more Speedlings coming in from both sides. Banana Zerg down to 17 workers, but it looks like, will Banana Zerg hold for now? I don't know. Will he lose this second hatch? This is very close on both sides. The drones, many of them are not mining. They need to start. More and more Zerglings coming around for Jamie, and I think this is actually just going to be the game. I don't think this hatchery has any way of surviving. There's just so much production. Oh no, all these Zerglings are going to get surrounded. Double the supply for Jamie. I think this is just going to be the game.
Yeah,
Banana Zerg, unfortunately, not identifying what he's up against in time due to the excellent micro of Jamie with those first 2 Lings in the middle of the map.
Yeah, Baneling's trying to morph, but I think it's a little too late there.
Yeah, even if they kill every last Zergling on the map, it is not going to be enough. Banana Zerg is down to 4 supply. GG. And 5-4 for cloudM
yeah.
as they will take the series.
Congrats to cloudM.
Well done by everyone. GG's. Well played by all.
Alright, GG's guys. Yeah, we had a lot of matchup being played tonight, and again we had a big donation by XP2304, and so thank you for that. And also a lot of follows too, and
yes, thank you very much, Nick. I imagine the officers will probably be talking about events we might be able to run with some of that as a prize pool.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see what ends up getting done with it. We really appreciate the support.
Alright, thank you guys. Any last words, Salman, for our viewers here?
I'm just checking to see who won last time, because that would be very interesting if it turned out that we were the winners for. Yep. We won 5-4 last time, with Seth N being our final master. And now they've won 5-4 this time. So you don't get much closer than that. 9-9 lifetime in these clan wars. So can't wait to see the next one. It's definitely very competitive both ways. And Banana Zerg actually did get 2 kills last clan war that we played against cloudM. So he's no slouch, but Jamie just had his number this time around.
Yeah. Alright, thank you guys. Hope you all have a good rest of the night, and we'll see you guys next time.